This week is our time of the month, and there will be blood as we discuss the 2000 horror movie, Ginger Snaps. Hello and welcome to the Bloody Bits Horror Show. I am your host, Eddie, the Axe Jefferson, and joining me as always is Tim Bleeding Dick Yobo. How you been?
I'm trying to figure out how that worked. What the fuck? And I would be a lot more concerned if I was that kid, if my dick was bleeding, and if I was spotting in school and it wasn't cum stains.
Oh, man. There's a thing dudes get where they can have blood mixed in with their cum. They call them violent orgasms. So
really?
It looks like you come strawberry quick.
Wow.
It's like Satan's
you
candy
say
cane.
strawberry quick. You could have just said like strawberry milk, strawberry jam, but strawberry quick.
Tim, we are not alone on this journey. No, we are joined once again by that odd girl who just can't wait to get noticed. It's Candice.
The Beatrice of the podcast.
The Beatrice. Candice, are you more of a Beatrice or a Ginger?
Her name's Bridget.
Oh.
They keep calling her B. Okay?
Also, I have name blindness with white women.
First I gotta ask you, Candice, how you feeling today?
Fucking hungover like you would not believe.
What were you drinking?
Red wine?
Red wine, and then some mixed drink my husband made.
Oh, no.
After that.
Candice, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's when it hit me. That's when I was like, we gotta stop. In case anybody's wondering what the fuck we're talking about, me and Tim last night decided that we were gonna get drunk and high and answer questions from the internet. I thought it was gonna be like an hour, and it ended up being 2.5 hours long.
I told her when we were like 2 hours in, I was like, I was thinking before we start recording, like we should put a set time limit on this. Otherwise, it's going to keep going on.
Well, yeah, because we just go on and on.
Especially because Candice is drunk and dropping knowledge bombs like it's Vietnam.
Oh, man. So if you guys can't
today's
wait
recovery.
If you guys can't wait to hear that, that's going to be, I guess, up on the Patreon, guys. I don't know.
It could
whatever.
be a two-part on the Patreon because it did go over 2 hours. And I don't think Candice is going to edit much of it out because...
No, I'm just going to just make sure the audio levels are synced because I don't know what the fuck it is with Zencaster, but I was listening to parts of it, and the audio's not synced up.
Weird.
I'm laughing at things you said before you said them, Tim.
Oh, you're smart.
And then, like, you say it. Yeah, I'm a psychic.
You're a precog.
I was so high last night that I was seeing into the future.
Just have faith in my ability to make funny.
That could be. That could be. So here we are. We're rounding the end of Janu-Were-y. We're discussing Candice's pick, but before we get to that...
by the way, happy Lunar New Year, everybody. We're recording this on Lunar New Year. Oh, yeah.
Tim, I told you not to film yourself while we're doing this.
That could be my only fan.
Oh, God.
Only fan, because you only got the one.
But
They pay big bucks.
But before we get to that, Candice, your favorite, what have you been, besides too much alcohol, what have you been consuming
And
this
edibles.
Week? Both. Woo, man. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about Titan. Have you guys seen that?
Oh yeah, Mike turned me on that from the grind band. He's like, "You got to watch this movie."
I have not yet.
It was always on my to watch list since it first came out, and everybody's like, "You got to see this movie," and I just never got around to it. Finally, got around to it this week. That's a great fucking movie.
It's a great twist on chicks getting fucked in cars. It turns it on its head, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything else.
No, I'm not saying anything else. The only thing else I just want to say before I forget it is the guy who plays the father, I could not stop thinking that's Christopher Maloney.
Oh, he did look like Christopher Maloney. That's true. A French Christopher Maloney.
Yeah.
Christophe Malone.
Christophe Malone.
Malone.
Okay, Titane. I gotta check that out then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well,
yeah.
I was going to say we should put it on the show at some point because it's horror enough. There's definite body horror in it. Definitely body horror.
Wow.
So, yeah, it should be, I think it would be a great episode.
I mean, that's definitely what I'm in it for, man. I love a good body horror movie. So Titane, sounds good. What about you, Tim?
I finished watching Wednesday, which we talked about last night.
Yeah.
Candice asked a question, which was like, don't ask me those kind of stupid questions, Candice.
Oh, sorry. It was, the question
No.
the question was, what's the name a porn parody of the last thing you watched? Mine was Hamilton, so I said Slambleton. And Tim's like, that's too easy. Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. And I literally just finished watching Wednesday. So half an hour, 40 minutes before we recorded. So I'm like, I don't know if we could do that, but.
Yeah, might be a little rough. So how was that?
Remember, the actress is over 18 or 21 even, right? So even better.
Yeah, she's 21. Yep.
There you go. 21 inches tall, by the way, too.
Yeah,
Funny how that worked out.
So you see what my husband was talking about when he's like, she is so fine.
I was never really into goth girls that much.
Yep. I think that show's going to convert a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it might bring some goth back, for real. And Catherine Zeta-Jones, Jesus Christ, she still got it.
Yeah, she is
That
incredible.
fucking ass in that dress. Holy Christ on the crutch.
Yeah, he's going to need a crutch to hold up the dick that's dragging.
Jesus. Okay.
Jesus was packing?
So it's going to be like one of those things when
He
the
was supposed to
person
be
has
perfect. Obviously, he was hung like a donkey.
So it's going to be one of those things like the brace that's got the wheel on it when people put their knee.
Yeah,
with this
his
dick,
dick.
he's just walking around.
Yeah. That wasn't a loaf of bread he was bringing to the party.
Oh God! So I just did the Everything I Learned from Movies podcast. We covered Fear with Mark
Oh,
Wahlberg.
classic.
Mark, yeah.
God fucking damn that movie! Holy shit! She's supposed to be 16 in it. He's supposed to be 23.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
But how old is he when he actually did this movie? He's not 23.
I don't recall. It's I didn't look into it. It was just bad enough to see him like that early acting because this was like right after Basketball Diaries, right?
Oh, that's right. He's in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Is he one of the guys who jerks off the priest?
What
Probably.
the fuck?
Oh yeah, Candice.
Candice, you're gonna like
Oh
this.
yeah.
movie.
Oh my God. Yeah. Young Leonardo. Oh
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who was the coach in that movie too? It was somebody big, right?
Oh yeah. Fuck, it's been forever since I've seen that one.
That's a good movie. I should watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. So that's a good weekend watch.
I'm watching that and then Requiem for a Dream. That's a double feature.
Yeah, that's a great
Oh,
double
Jesus.
feature.
Or with Sleepers. Have you ever seen that movie?
Sleepers, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very uplifting movie.
That's with Robert De Niro as the priest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody else, like Brad Pitt's in it. Like
Yeah.
at that time, like everybody was in that movie, right?
That was a big one, man. That had a hell of an ensemble cast for sure.
Yeah, but nobody remembers it that much.
No.
I remember it because it was one of the most horrifying things I've ever watched.
Oh, that's with Kevin Bacon raping the kids, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Oh, first degree of separation from Kevin Bacon.
And
There
it's,
was no
and it's
separation.
graphic.
Yeah.
Balls
Ugh.
deep with Kevin Bacon.
You know what? For real, great actor, Kevin Bacon. And
Yeah,
I
he
know
is.
he used to be a customer of mine when I worked in the store. Super shy guy, didn't want to be noticed or anything at all like that, and just really nice guy, but really a great actor who I don't really think gets the respect that he should get.
Oh, he gets a ton of work, but you're right. No, you never really think of him as like, wow, he's really talented. You know,
Yeah, he's never
nobody
been
ever-
nominated for like an Oscar or anything like that, right?
Not that
That's
I'm-
true. And he's
no
been an
one.
Oscar bait.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, Candice, your selection,
Mhm.
Ginger Snaps.
Of course.
Why don't you tell us all about your history with Ginger Snaps, besides living it?
Yeah. This came out in 2000, and I was 15 years old. Could not have hit at a more critical
you're
moment.
the age of Beatrice.
Yeah.
It's Bridget.
Oh, okay. Bridget. B. That's why his sister calls him B. Nobody can remember the name.
Yeah.
But it's another one of those movies that I watched because of Fangoria. They were like, hey, there's a hot new werewolf movie coming out, and it's really good.
Emphasis on hot.
Oh, yeah, this movie's so hot. So I watched it, and I was like, I think I had my period at the time, too, when I was watching it. And when they were talking about the cramps, I'm like, oh, God, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's why my back hurts. Oh, shit.
So, yeah, it could not have hit at a more perfect moment in my life to really just become a part of my psyche. I love this movie so much. I named my first car Bridget, and I named my daughter after someone in this movie, not Ginger. Her name's not Ginger. Everybody guesses that one, but no.
Oh, wait a second. All right, so I don't think we actually know Candice's daughter's name, right? She's never said it.
I've said it once before in the host where other people can't see.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Because didn't you send us pictures in the host Discord where it was just us, the three of us, and you like put a star over your kids' faces or something? Like, what the fuck?
Look, I put myself out there. They don't have to be involved.
Well, that's true. That's true. They aren't consenting of it. They're children, so that's respectable. Tim, what about you, my friend? What's your history with ginger snaps?
Zero history. I've always seen this cover. I've heard the name, and I know it was about werewolves and ginger snaps, and I'm like, not my cup of tea.
What'd you think?
I was wrong.
I
like this movie. It was really, really good.
Look at you.
I think everybody in this movie is incredible. I think everybody's doing their fucking part to the max.
Oh, yeah.
Watching it now as a mom myself, Mimi Rogers is so fucking great in this movie.
She's so good in this fucking movie. I swear to what she does, how she like frowns her fucking mouth and she's doing lopsided fucking grins and shit like that and the fucking things on top of her head. Chef's kiss, Mimi.
Yeah.
I forgive you for fucking up X-Files.
No, she was fantastic in this one for sure. No, you're absolutely right. So much great acting that was in this, and anyhow, so yeah, this is one of them I saw a long ass time ago. It was I rented it, of course, at one of the video places. They did like the 10 movies, 10 days, $10 kind of deal, and I think I've if I'm not mistaken, I believe I've seen everyone in the series.
Oh, there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah, there's 3 of them. The second one's actually really good.
Yeah, the second one
for
was
a movie
fantastic.
that did not need a sequel, it was very good. Third one's okay.
For a movie that's not set up for a sequel at all, too, right? They thought this is one and done, which, hats off. I like that when a movie does that.
Yeah, but no, the sequel to it's pretty good, man. You might want to check it out. So, yeah, definitely go watch it, everybody, before you listen to the episode, because we're going to be spoiling the hell out of it, of course. And I think all around we suggest it. So there you go.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right. So I guess we'll get into the background of it a little bit.
I just have one major problem with this movie. And maybe I wasn't paying attention 100% to explain why some character has a certain item with them that just seems like out of the blue that they would have it. But all right, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm talking about, though, right? Don't you, Candice?
No.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Just, in case I forget, a lighter.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the first time. Why does she have that lighter?
Because her sister smokes.
No. At that point, did she?
She did, yeah. Very beginning of the movie, she's smoking.
Was she?
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
Okay.
but she was.
Yeah,
when they were like
until after,
when they were talking shit about the popular girl.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She was smoking a cigarette. Yeah.
Wow, that much of subservience. She's lighting up her sister's fucking cigarettes for her.
Yeah, well, they got a
She's
weird relationship.
Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah. I'm watching this movie like, wait, is this fucking Sophia Coppola?
So, written by Karen Walton and John Fawcett. They went on to do a couple more movies in this series. They also went on to write the Orphan Black series, which I'm not too familiar with.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard really good things about it.
That's a TV show like a bunch of clones or some shit like that, I think?
Yeah. I heard some good stuff about it. Starring Emily Perkins as Bridget, who you might remember as a young Beverly from the It miniseries.
I'm looking at her face. I'm like, all right, I know that they're trying to make her look as plain as possible, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can still see that girl's not fucking ugly or plain or anything at all like that. They're just giving her fucking crazy bedroom hair and putting no makeup on her. And I could not remember her as Beverly, though.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a certain TV series that she's involved in. Eddie, you know which one I'm going to mention?
Yeah, go for it.
It's Supernatural. She plays the Sam
favorite.
Superfan. Yeah. And I was watching it.
What's a Sam Superfan?
The character Sam, she's like his super fan and is like obsessed with him and stalks him and stuff. She plays a really big part in, I think, the 3rd or 4th season, but she's excellent. And I couldn't recognize her at first because she has like blonde hair in Supernatural, and of course she's older. And then I was like, why does she look so familiar? I looked her up. I was like, holy shit, that's Bridget.
Well, there you go. Then you have Catherine Isabel, who plays Ginger. She was in Freddy vs. Jason, the Carrie made-for-TV movie, Insomnia, tons of other stuff. Tons of other stuff. You've got Chris Lemech as Sam. He was in Existenz and Final Destination 3.
Oh, man. That's one of my favorite fucking Cronenberg movies.
Fantastic Cronenberg movie. Speaking
Love
of,
that
man.
fucking movie. And I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's like an hour and 35 minutes, too.
Yeah, it's all of...
And what a fucking world it builds in that hour and 35 minutes.
Yeah, those early Cronenberg movies moved at a clip, man, for sure. And that's definitely one of them. Fantastic movie.
Well, he didn't have the money to make a 2.5 hour fucking epic or anything like that.
Yeah,
so.
fair. I also saw another trailer for Infinity Pool. That looks so
Oh my
good.
God. No, I'm not watching any of the trailers. I don't want to watch it. I just want to go into that as blind as possible.
Yeah,
I just saw the cast and who directed it, and I was like, done. That's all I need.
Yep. That's
all
you
I
need. Yeah, Brandon Cronenberg is fantastic.
Actually, you know what? I won't lie. There's one thing that I know, and I don't know if it's true because I saw it on Twitter. Somebody, I don't even follow them, but somebody I follow retweeted, some porn actress says that now she can finally let the news out that her pussy has a guest spot in this Infinity Pool movie. I'm like, what?
Okay. Cool.
Great.
She like
So we might be getting a close-up shot of a professional pussy.
a stunt snatch.
a stunt twat. That's perfect.
Stunt cunt.
Stunt cunt. Stunt cunt. Damn, I was right there the whole time.
No. See, I tried that joke on Grindbin, but Mike bleeped it out.
It was
Let's
on the
go.
tip of your tongue. So
If you're lucky. Use the flat part of your tongue.
that's right, Tim. As we mentioned before, Mimi Rogers plays Pamela. Fantastic in this. She was in Gung Ho. Chef Robbie will remember that one. Not a lot of horror, though, really. She was in Ash vs.
Candice, how many times did we mention Chef Robbie last night on the drunken episode?
I don't remember.
Or, I think I did.
I don't remember. Don't ask me to remember anything from last night.
Chef Robbie knows what kind of furniture I'd want to be.
And, of course, she was in Austin Powers. So then you got
yes,
And X-Files.
And Tales from the Crypt.
And married
from
to
the
Tom Cruise.
yeah.
She married Tom Cruise?
Back in the day, yeah.
I think that was his first wife.
Mhm.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Way to
I
go.
think, or not, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm drunk. They got married, and I think the story at the time was that they broke up because she couldn't have kids.
Oh, God, that's awful.
That's Scientology for you. Hey, let's put that out. The bitch is sterile. Not that Tom Cruise is,
Tim, you're drinking again?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's going to be like 2 months before I drink anything again.
Tim is a professional.
Amateur. I told Mike from the grind bin what we were doing, and I'm like, she thinks she's going to fucking outlast me.
No.
I put you to sleep last night, Candice.
Oh, man.
No, apparently my husband did.
See?
Well, that's good.
Wake up in
He's
bed.
like,
How
I
did
know
I
what
get
you
here?
do. Yeah, I know what I can do. She's already in there. She knocked off half a bottle of red wine. Let me give her a mixed drink. Then this way I can sneak out of the house.
Yeah,
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
He feels really bad about that, by the way. He was like, I wasn't thinking. He's like, so I gave that to you, and then you came out, and I was like, oh no.
Oh, no.
And the edibles. Yeah, Jesus Christ, Candice. I told Eddie, I was surprised that you showed up for the show. But this is how much you love this fucking movie, so go ahead.
Yep.
Busted the brakes right off the machine, didn't you, Candice? Look at you. So we got Jesse Moss playing Jason, another one from Tucker and Dale versus Evil. He was in the 09
Oh shit!
Uninvited movie.
Is he the main jock?
Yeah.
The one who's half hillbilly?
Yep.
Oh god, he's so fucking good in that.
He's so good.
With the one with the mullet or the one that goes out with her?
It's the one with the mullet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm half hillbilly.
And it was in Final Destination 3, so we got a couple of people from Final Destination 3 in this one.
Well, damn.
Yeah. That is a series that ended way better than it had any right to end, by the way.
Especially since 3 was the worst one.
Yes, it was.
Oh man. Oh god, that was so bad.
It's a pretty good premise, right? You going to see Rube Goldberg type killings.
Yeah. It's Saw without a person. It's, pretty good. So, Candice, I don't know if you have any background stuff on this you want to drop, maybe. Otherwise,
not really.
Come on, Candice, drop some knowledge bombs.
Shut up, Tim.
Okay.
I could not get the
Nice
energy
and loud.
to do any research. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I do have a note that there's about half an hour worth of cutout scenes from this movie. Like,
is the we already kind of explained the lighter, but still, that's a little overboard, right? Like, you're abusing your sister at that point.
She's not a nice person. I don't know if you picked up on that.
Ginger's not great. We'll come to learn that throughout the movie.
I got to cut her some slack because she's a hot redhead. So sorry.
Fair. So, okay, then. We open on a kid playing in a sandbox. And semi-attentive mom watching over. Kid finds something, starts poking at it, touches his face. And you see a little bit of blood under the nose. Mom comes over. Hey, what you got over here, pally, buddy? And it's fucking Rover's foot in a sandbox. So then she... goes, gets him away from there, like, we got to get the fuck out of here, some shit's going down, and just walks around the corner, finds their dog just dead, like ripped in half, dead.
Oh yeah, it's bloody. It's gutted, ripped in half, but the chain's still attached to the doghouse on its neck.
Yeah, and then she screams, and we get the big intro with the credits and everything.
This would be big news, right? Art Bell would do a show about this at this time. Art Bell was still on at this time, right? Dogs being disemboweled in the Midwest.
2000.
This is Canada.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? You know what? The other thing I loved about this movie, it is not ashamed to say it's Canada.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody's hiding license plates.
Yep.
There's a fucking missing sign, right? I don't know whatever it is, but underneath the French, Monsieur Yon or something, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it's everything's in French and English. Like they don't hide the fact this is Canada. They're not pretending that it's like New York, like so many movies do.
No jean jackets.
Almost like that's a stereotype. That's not actually true.
Oh, man. So speaking of stereotypes, though, we meet the sisters, and they're two of the biggest, like, edgelord talking shit about
so cringy.
Yeah.
How cool it's going to be that they're going to commit suicide, and they have this weird death pact where, what was their thing? They're going to kill themselves by the time they're 16.
16, yeah.
Yeah, before life gets really hard, yes.
Yeah.
Before life begins.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, they're very much like the weird girls in high school that, like to not be liked. And so they would purposely be, like, in your
that's
face.
The thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like you had a story to attach to that, Candice.
No, I didn't. I was just like, no. I mean, I was definitely
you didn't
like
walk into high school on the first day and go, Godfather sucks.
No, I got a good story about my first day at high school that relates to something in this movie. But we'll get to it when we get to that.
Oh, shit. Wait a second. Don't tell me, Candice. Don't tell me that was your first day in high school and your first day as a woman.
No.
Okay. I'm sure it happened for somebody. Some woman out there it was the first day of high school and the first day she got a period, right? Just the numbers.
Yeah.
No, I was an early bloomer, so it was like I had periods long before high school.
Bloomer. Okay, you want to go with that word?
Well, I was an early dripper.
Early winter.
Candice is like, look at my drip.
Now I got the drip.
I really hope they don't use that slang that way going forward.
Let's change it around. Come on. Let's take that word away from all the kids.
Take the power away.
Drip now means spotting when you got your period.
It means free bleeding, right? So
Because I'm free. Free bleeding.
See, I was going with Leonard Skinner with free bleed.
I do like their fun photo collages that they're doing and their cool school project, I guess.
It's pretty impressive for a school project, though.
Yeah.
It is pretty good. Look, what I liked about the movie, because it starts off with all these fucking dark kids, right? And like all this edgelord shit like that. We're going to kill ourselves. If you die, I'm going to follow you, all this stuff. And then you see like, oh, we're going to do something spectacular that nobody's ever going to be able to forget. So you kind of think like what they're doing is they're setting up with like, whether or not it's real or just bullshit talk, that's what they're doing. But then you see her impaled on a fucking fence.
Yeah.
So you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then no, it's a photo op. They posed all of it, did their own little special effects, and it looks pretty good, like you said, Candice.
It's really impressive.
Yeah, these
They do some
bitches
good
can
work.
go work for fucking Hollywood at this point, right? That's
Yeah,
pretty damn. You impaled your fucking sister on a fucking fence.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive. They could get a gig doing this. They should write Fangoria.
I do like the photo op though, with the music and stuff. Like I really like that music.
Yeah.
Because it really sets a tone, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like the music and then like the photographs and everything gets like blurry and then back into focus and it moves to something else. I really like this intro.
Plus, if you've ever dated a girl who might have some father issues, like, and you've been in their room, this looks like that room, where they live at, with all the.
How many exes does this match for you, Eddie?
Oh, I don't want to get into that one today.
Yeah, we do. Come on, no. Go ahead.
Now let's just say I had a little PTSD, for sure.
Oh.
It's definitely a vibe with some ladies.
Yeah, there was also looked like my bedroom. I had like Freddy posters, Evil Dead posters. I had Fight Club posters because I was an edgelord. And I had my notebooks and I would clip out pictures from Fangoria and Rue Morgue and I would like glue them to my notebooks.
Of course.
Wow. Wow.
Oh yeah, I identified hard with this movie.
This is so good for you, man. I love it. I love it for you. So then
in Candice's high school book, it's all magazine cutouts instead of print underneath her name.
People with their eyes gouged out and things like that.
I had one of my favorites. I would love to gross people out, like my boyfriends gross them out when they came into my room because I had this picture where it had a woman with 6 tits going down her stomach like a dog.
And you think that grossed guys out going into your bedroom, Candice?
They weren't. Yeah. No, they weren't. They were literal like dog tits, like saggy dog tits when they've had a bunch of puppies.
Yeah.
Like that's what she looked like.
Yeah, that's right. Candice, I'm a teenage boy going into a teenage girl's bedroom, and she's going to be showing me any kind of pictures involving breast. And I'm like, oh, I guess she's not down the fuck, or at least heavy pet.
Yeah, this is Tim we're talking about. He'd build a scam out of it. It would be like, hey, yeah, those are some nipples. Why don't we go take a look at some other nipples?
Well, no, Candice, I think she's misguided by thinking that any teenage boy that's going to be going into a teenage girl's bedroom is going to be like disgusted and turned up by seeing 6 breasts on anything.
Yeah.
That's 6 times the joy.
Yeah. Right? Oh, shit, man. Yo, that chick, she was ready, but I got up to her room. She showed me a picture of this fucking dog's tits. And I was like, I'm out of here. I'm going to go home and beat off. Yeah.
That's fair.
Way to ruin my fun.
What constitutes a deal breaker as a teenager is a lot more intense.
Oh, gee. Oh, it's almost like right up there with almost like close to the edge of murder, or at least manslaughter 1.
Yeah. Oh, man. But then they give a presentation at the school with all of their pictures. And I love the teachers. Like, what the fuck? He's like, I like he gives them a little bit, though. He's like, look, I mean, clearly clearly you put a lot of effort into this. So
yeah, no, fuck it. I guess I can't go. No, this is crazy.
Yeah, no, this is a little too far. Come see me after class, by the way. There's a
yeah, that my I had this one really like touchy feely, like always in touch with your emotions type teacher in junior year in high school.
Oh, not the college professor? Okay.
No.
Oh yeah, tune in for that one, kids.
No, she wasn't like physically touchy feely. She was just like, oh, we need to talk about, our emotions and shit like that. And so we all had to do like a abstract self-portrait. And I was like, okay, sure. I hate doing shit like this. So I just took like gray, blue, and black and just made like a bunch of swirls like vortex and then put a bloody red dot like kind of off center. And when she was trying to name which
red
student,
dot you, Candice,
yeah, I put
trying not to get sucked in the vortex of your parents and all that other shit.
I was doing it, trying to make the most disturbing abstract self thing you could possibly do. I wasn't an artist or anything like that. And she looked at it and she's like, "This really disturbs me." She's like, "This person's crying for help."
That's great.
You're like, yo, bitch, you tricked me. What the fuck? You're supposed to get a grade, not a fucking evaluation.
Yeah, gets into the therapist.
Oh, you get I for insane.
Yeah, you just get an evaluation. That's good. That's great. Poor teacher. You ruined that teacher's day, by the way. She probably thinks about that still. She's like, I wonder whatever happened to that kid.
One kid.
Yeah. Well, actually, she loved me. Like, she loved my writing, and she was always trying to get me to submit it to, like, magazines and stuff. Like, she did really like me, but I was very dark for her tastes.
You just worried her. That's okay. So, yeah, they give the presentation, then they go outside to play, what the fuck were they playing?
I think it's field hockey.
It's lacrosse, right?
No, it's field hockey. That's not lacrosse. It doesn't have
Field
the little
hockey.
net things.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Lacrosse has a net. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, field hockey's more fucked up than regular hockey.
When they're slamming into each other.
Wooden sticks. Nobody's wearing any fucking pads or anything like that. You could be busting up fucking shins left and right.
Oh, that would hurt so bad.
Yeah, that seems rough. I did like the guys in the bleachers that were watching them.
Good move, you know.
Like,
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Toots wants you bouncing
if the
for
gymnastics
me.
class isn't active, go to see field hockey.
Just the creepiest dudes just ogling them from the bleachers.
Teenage boys, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Fair.
teenage boys. Creepy now, yes. As adults, we can say they're creepy, but
They're just
if
dumb
you were a
kids.
teenage boy, Eddie, and you were in high school, and there was a field hockey team with a bunch of hot chicks, and they were wearing those tight-ass little pants, and you were of the proper age.
Appropriate age.
Yes. You'd be like, there's worse places I could hang out and smoke a joint, right?
Fair. Yeah, there are worse places to hang out and smoke weed. That's true. But one of the girls, one of the bully girls, knocks B down into just a pile of dog guts, and I like how there's dog guts like everywhere.
Yeah, I like that
Is
nobody.
this fucking Rambo 3? Are they like playing field hockey, or are they playing like that fucking Afghanistan game where they drag a goat across a field? And it was in Rocky 3. It was not Rocky 3. Rambo 3.
Rocky
so
3, yeah.
I remember when he dragged that goat in Rocky 3 during the training montage.
Yeah, he had to catch that greased goat.
He was jumping.
It wasn't as hard as the chicken was in Rocky 2, but by that time it was Rocky 3.
Hey, he was jumping rope with the intestines. Yeah, it was fun. No, so yeah, Candice, you were saying?
Oh, one thing that gets me about this scene is I'm like, that dog's like in the middle of the field and nobody noticed it.
Yeah.
Yes, and just perfect timing.
Yeah, well, it's Canada. Maybe they just have like dead animals. laying all over
Everywhere.
the place.
You might like have to run through a bison on the highway.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just knock it
damn.
off the side of the road. What are you gonna do? Come on, yeah. Who's waiting for the fucking pickup truck to hook a rope up to it and pull it off?
Well, Candice, you could have used that bison a couple days ago.
Yep,
Couldn't
that's
find
true.
any.
Couldn't find any.
Yeah,
I even triple checked.
So B and Ginger, they hang back and they plot revenge, and they're like, okay, we're gonna get back at her. See, and they're like, we're gonna go get her dog, I guess, and make it look like
they were
her
gonna
dog
like,
died.
yeah, they were they were gonna
Like-
make it look like the dog died.
Yeah,
They
get
were
her.
gonna
Get,
use
This
it-
is insane. It's a fucking Rottweiler. This isn't a little fucking Chihuahua that you can pick up, put underneath your fucking coat, and pretend to kidnap it, kill
Well,
it, and then send it back alive as a joke. It's a fucking Rottweiler.
Yeah. But they get interrupted by a guy, and Ginger, she starts to notice that there's something wrong with her. She's like, "Oh man, my back's hurting me."
Ugh.
So they go home.
I get ghost cramps just listening.
It's
to
making
that.
me bend all the way back, so my chest is really sticking out.
So they go home, and her mom asks, "So, what's going on with your back problems? There, you having some cramps, sweetie?
Mimi Rogers.
Mimi Rogers, yep. So you having some cramps there, sweetie? Maybe some.
The dad's
pain
also
in
great in
this
this movie.
Yes, he is. He's really. I think he has like maybe 2 words in this entire movie, but he's really good.
Oh, he's so good. Yeah.
He's just like sitting there, just trying to quietly eat.
He's like, wait. Can I eat this chicken, or do I have to wait and see what's going to happen next? Because I'm going to get in trouble if I'm eating. Right?
Yeah.
If my wife comes back after all that shit and she sees I'm chewing it, she's like, "Come on, you eating through all that shit?" So,
Yeah. So yeah, the mom's asking her about it, and Ginger is a complete bitch about it. She's like, "Mom, fuck you. I don't want to fucking talk to you about this shit." So this is when we learned that according to their mom's calendar, they're 3 years late for their period.
That's
Yeah.
15 and 16 is very late for a
That
period.
is late,
That's true.
yeah. But
hmm.
like the mom had it planned out. Well, what are we?
Well, the mom is like really trying to connect with her daughters because she's like a very chipper,
Oh, God,
loves arts and
yes.
crafts.
She's
Clearly
reading all-
loves.
this at one point, this fucking lady has a magazine that must be at least like 3 or 4 years old, according to what she's talking about, and it has little fucking paper marks on it
Yes.
for different parts of the
So-
magazine.
Reference it later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, when I saw that, I'm like, "Oh, my chef's kiss for this fucking movie." I love that.
And her daughters are these 2 like little freaks, and they just hate her guts.
Yeah, you ain't getting no shit in the fucking, I don't know, Parents Magazine about those kids, right?
No.
No, the mom should lean into it. She'd start taking them to horror conventions, getting into Fangoria with them, helping them with their crafts. You got to meet them halfway. So,
Well, they must have gone to a Fangoria mess because they both got the same fucking necklace on, right? Which looks like a fucking tooth or a bone of something.
I think it's like a bird skull.
Oh, God.
yeah.
I used to have a skunk skull.
Did you buy it or did you make it yourself?
I found it
Candice?
while I was hiking.
The necklace or the skull?
The skull. I found the skull while I was hiking.
Okay.
Yeah, it was too big to wear as a necklace or anything, so I just kept it in my room.
And she put it on a cane. She's walking around like a staff with a skunk.
With a skunk skull.
Skunk girl.
So yeah, that night they decide they're going to sneak out and prank that bitch at school. And this is when they find another dead dog, and they're like, "Oh, this is perfect. We'll just take the leg from this dead dog, and we'll make it look like her dog died."
Mm-hmm.
So they go and they
It's like that scene out of The Godfather where the teenage girl wakes up and her dog's leg is in the bottom of the bed.
There's the horse head next to the girl in the bed. That'd be a moose head, though. They're up in Canada. So she rips the leg up and just blood splats everywhere. And they're like, "Ah, gross." And Ginger looks down. She's like, "Yeah, I got blood on my coos, too. Oh, wait."
Yeah, how? Come on, lady. You don't know how that's just not going to splash up like that.
No, it's not. So Ginger's like, "Ah, shit. I got my fucking period. God damn it." So they turn to
Did you
leave.
say it's the time of it's a curse?
Yeah, I got
Yep.
the curse.
Yeah.
She's got the curse. And so she turns to leave, and nope, Ginger gets werewolved. As an interesting design for the wolf in this one, too, by the way.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of hair on them.
No.
They're mostly like gross skin.
Yeah. And
Which
wrinkly.
I think it's pretty gnarly looking. I like it. I think it's a good werewolf
Maybe
design.
she got attacked by one of those fucking hairless cats.
It had mange. It's a werewolf with mange.
It kind of reminded me of the dogs in Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That, but like, if that like was a bodybuilder dog, you know, 'cause they're pretty
a
rough.
pit bull.
Yeah. So this thing's just tossing Ginger around, and B's like trying to help her as he's pounding on its back, you know, jabbing at it. Takes a picture of it. That worked in Gremlins. And it worked in here too, because it kind of startled the werewolf. They dart across the road, and this fucking werewolf just gets fucking obliterated.
It also works on Wednesday, by the way. Sorry. Go ahead.
No worries. It gets fucking obliterated by Sam's van.
Yeah. Didn't need a silver bullet for this werewolf. You just need a van.
Now here I am. Let me ball bust people with their fucking mythology and all that shit. You can only kill a werewolf with a silver bullet, right?
That's not, like I said, that's only from the Wolfman and it's modern mythology. This is more classical.
Candice, according to all the other stuff, Wolfsbane, all that stuff, what if you take a werewolf to the edge of the atmosphere and drop it off, like that guy did like 10 years ago for the Red Bull commercial?
Uh-huh.
Free Fall?
I don't remember the Red Bull commercial.
I would say it would kill it, yeah. They dropped a werewolf. I'd tune in for that shit.
Yeah.
If you threw a werewolf in the middle of the ocean,
it would die. It would die.
Yeah, okay.
So I could imagine Monster Energy doing that with a werewolf.
Oh, good point.
No, there was some commercial where some guy like went up to like almost like to the edge of space and like dropped down.
Yeah.
Okay. Chef Robbie knows what I'm talking about.
So if you do that with a werewolf, your question, Tim, is in the real world where there are werewolves. If you did that, would the werewolf die?
Well, think about it. Send a werewolf to the moon, right? See what happens.
Yes, Tim. We've discussed the werewolf on the moon before. That's
Did we?
good. Yeah, because it's always a full moon on the moon, Tim. So they wrestle away from the werewolf. It, gets run over. Sam pops out and he's like, "What the fuck was that?" And looks at this just like mountain of gore on the road that he had just hit. He's like, "Ah, shit," So they decide, well, we better go get some tampons.
Well, first they head home, and she's like, "Oh, I need to call 911 right now, and you need an ambulance." And Ginger's like, "No, I'm fine. I feel good." They're already healing.
She's touching the fucking wounds. Like, it doesn't hurt?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Like, it's already starting to heal.
So we're starting to learn how the virus works, apparently. It numbs the area. That's important. And then you get Wolverine healing.
It's a win-win.
I mean, yeah, until you start getting the extra nipples and the dew claws and the tail.
The dew claws.
Yeah. Look, for a couple extra nipples, I could put up with the dew claws, right?
I can't have a hairy chest bee. That's fucked.
Yeah, that's a rough one. And I do love when they're talking to the school nurse about it.
I mean, a lot of blood.
The syrupy, thick.
Oh my god! Yes, oh my god, the definitions of this shit is insane.
Ugh.
Sludge, thick, syrupy,
and it's all true.
Yeah,
it's all. I'm watching it and I'm
it's
nodding.
Gonna turn light pink, and then after a while, it's gonna go brown. What the fuck?
Yep, it's true.
Ladies, what the fuck you got going on down there? How's it going?
I swear to God, if men had
fucking rainbow pussy,
if men had periods, we would be airlifted.
I always said that if men had periods, tampons would be free.
No, Candice. They would not only be free, but we would have a vacation every single month of the year.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, there'd be paid vacation.
We would be getting paid triple time.
That
while the women who go through the same thing that we are is only getting paid 1/3 of what we make.
That, or we would figure something out that like got rid of
the
my
periods.
God!
Yeah, you know what, Eddie, you're 100% right. If there was some fucking disease where we woke up tomorrow where every man had their menstrual cycle, it would be solved within 30 days.
Right, but the catch would be like it would do something like that. We'd have bone loss.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. As long as it's not bone loss, it's no problem with me.
Yeah, we'd have to like kill some animal to extinction and there'd be bone loss, but we'd get rid of that fucking period.
Yeah, just imagine, if men had periods, we have to make an animal extinct so we don't have our periods anymore. Yeah. Goodbye, animal.
That animal's gone. Yeah. But it's so funny because the discussion they're having with the nurse is just like, oh, there's hair there. And
she's like, all perfectly normal.
Yes, it plays perfectly right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Going through puberty, right?
Yep.
Good
That's
timing.
the fun part.
And then nosy mom, finds her fucking period panties.
Ugh.
Oh my God. For real. No, for real. I'm sorry. I mean, look. Okay, I'm a guy.
Yeah.
But for real, that much? That can't be normal, right?
I mean, that's
at
normal.
one time in one pair.
Hey.
On your first one. Again, I'm a man. I have no idea what's going on down there with this shit. I have no knowledge of it. So Candice, drop some period bombs.
Oh, that's a great phrase. That should go on one of our t-shirts. Drop
Slough
the
off
period
some
bomb.
knowledge for us there, Candice.
Slough off. No, well, the first one, it's not that much, but it can be that much.
Yeah,
where
it
it looks
can't be
like
your
you
first
fucking
one.
sat down
Yeah,
on a
right?
cherry pie.
Yeah.
Sat down on a chair.
Who was that? Warren? She's my cherry pie.
Well, it is dirty, rotten, and filthy. So, and then I love it. She's like, and here you go, Ginger, your favorite to commemorate getting your fucking rag, strawberry shortcake.
Come on, why did you go with red velvet?
I don't know.
Red velvet wasn't invented at that time.
Wasn't invented
In 2000?
Damn.
Was it? For real? Come on. It wasn't a thing. That thing. Red velvet has only been a thing for like maybe the last
Tim.
15 years.
Well,
at most.
actually, Tim.
Oh, shit.
All right,
Drop some knowledge.
Yeah. Drop some food bombs.
Red velvet cake comes from back during the Depression because they had food shortages for sugar, so they used beets to sweeten the cake.
Wow. Holy fucking shit.
Yep.
Huh.
You and Chef Robbie should have like a little side podcast also where you like do like interesting food facts. That's really fucking incredible.
Yeah, and that's why also if you go buy sugar now, unless it says cane sugar, you're getting beet sugar. That's not sugar cane.
I like my sugar
I thought
non-beet.
that was high fructose,
So did your mom make you a cake when you got your period?
No. Although apparently this is something that people do.
Wear a special hat on top of her head too. That's the other thing too. I love about this. Who brought the hat to the set? Was it Mimi or was it the set designer? For real.
My little girl's a woman now.
I get why they want to die.
I can just imagine Candice's husband and son just sitting at the table,
And I bring out a cake.
And her husband's like, "Oh wait, is it a fucking anniversary or something?" Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And the son's like, "I just want to get in my room and watch fucking She-Hulk."
No, we have to sit through the period cake. Apparently, period parties are a thing to like celebrate and like break the stigma and stuff. Yeah.
Wait, how do you set that up? You have to set that up pretty much on a moment of notice, right?
Yeah, you have to do it pretty quick in like a week. 5 days.
Would you get like a barrel and a tampon and play like pin the tail on the? You gotta cork it.
Do you bring gifts? What What happens at this?
I don't know. I've never been to one. I just know of them.
Come on.
No,
look it up on Wikipedia. Period party. What is an appropriate gift to bring as a period gift?
Chocolate.
Chocolate is let me tell you. You know how I didn't get fired from a job one time because I gave a chocolate bar to my female boss while she was on her period.
So I looked up period parties, and it says which the celebrations can range from a small celebratory dinner with some red foods to full-on bashes with a cake decorated in fake blood icing, uterus and tampon-related decor, and menstrual product party favors.
Wait, party favors? Wait, party favors?
You handing out tampons to everybody at the party?
Oh, wait, please tell me it's like one of those tampons you put in your pussy and you blow it out like a party thing, like...
If you can do that with your pussy, that's a talent, buddy.
Las Vegas is calling, yeah.
They call her Bubbles.
Okay, so it's a real thing.
It's a real thing, apparently.
God.
Yep.
Don't do that. If you're in the sound of
No,
my
I'm not going to
voice,
do that.
not you, the listeners.
Oh.
Because you're in the Midwest. There are no period parties in the Midwest.
In the Midwest, they barely acknowledge that women are allowed to, like, vote. Aren't you still working on short sleeves?
That's right. That's the other thing we were talking about last night. With,
Yeah, we talked about that. Yep.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Candice took my advice. We call it high-minded.
Yep.
Okay. Beautiful name. Trademark that shit, Eddie, before the
High-minded?
High-minded with, well, Candice would say Candice and Yobo, but I'm going to say high-minded with Yobo and Candice.
Well, you do get top billing.
Okay. Oh, man.
But no questions answered.
So they get into an argument mostly about how Ginger is changing. And we cut to Ginger in high school all dolled up.
She does make a big change, right?
Yep.
Well,
I mean, again, like I said, we're doing this stupid thing where you're taking somebody who is pretty much naturally beautiful and you're trying to unbeautify them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, oh, look how good they look with their hair done and a little bit of makeup on and slow motion.
Yeah, that was this brings me to my story of my first day of high school.
Oh, you were in slow motion? You walked in?
Well, kind of.
Oh, no.
So, like I said, I was an early bloomer, but I was really awkward. So I would wear like clothes that were really baggy, and I would wear sports bras all the time to smush my boobs down. I would hunch over because I didn't want anybody seeing them. And I, was like that for all of middle school. And then when I went to high school,
Candice, insane. Do you know? Again, listen to the show that me and Candice do, because Candice had two big turns in her life where she could have been like fucking like Mrs. Bill Gates. Okay. And I think that it all started right now, right here in high school, where she's like, I got large boobs. Let me hide them.
Well, that was middle school where I was like, I have large boobs. Let me hide them. With my Metallica t-shirts. So, so I decided, well, I'm going to brush my hair.
All I can see is the name of that album is P and S.
So I decided it's high school, it's a fresh start, all these new people. So I brushed my hair and I put makeup on and I wore clothes that actually fit me, like they were actually form-fitting. And I was late for school on my first day. And
thank God you said school.
Yeah, what else was I going to sell? Late.
As soon as Candice dolled up, that was the first time she was late.
So I was late, and everybody was already in the gym, and they're going to be assigned their homerooms. But so everybody's already seated down, it's all quiet, and I have to loudly bust open the doors to the gym to walk in. And of course, everybody turns and stares at me. And I was like, this is the make or break moment. You're either going to own this shit or it's going to haunt you for the rest of your days. So I just like stood up straight, stuck the chest out, the ass out, and I just marched across the gym and went and took a seat in one of the bleachers. It was like, it was this moment. I was practically like, slow walking in slow motion. Everybody's just staring at me.
It's a way to make an entrance.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What about you, Tim? You ever do that? You ever stick your ass out and make an entrance?
It doesn't work for guys that much.
Oh, yeah.
When I was going into school. Yeah.
The people I knew from middle school were like, wow, you lost a lot of weight. I hadn't. I was just wearing clothes that fit.
That's a good move.
Yeah, so it's the she's all that move. You just like Put your hair down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
That's basically
just like the first year of high school or junior high, right? Like wear like clothes that are like so fucking baggy, right? Like put like white paste fucking makeup on, whatever, right? Make yourself look real fucking like almost near death, and then come back your sophomore year and like, oh shit, wearing some nice clothes, a little bit of makeup on. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wait, she's actually hot.
Wait a minute.
She took her glasses off. Oh yeah. Wait a second.
Oh man. So yeah, she has her she's all that moment, walks into the school and everybody's paying attention, like, oh, look at her, man. Clearly she's in heat. So Sam chases down B and he's like, hey, by the way, remember when I hit that thing with the car and then you freaked out? Yeah. Here's the photo you dropped of the werewolf. Yeah, let's I've been looking for you for a week. Maybe we should probably like talk about this. There's some crazy shit going on. So she's like, nah, thanks for giving me my stuff. I'm going to get the fuck out of here, though. And dips. So that night, she wakes up and sneaks a peek at her sister's ass, which is, hello?
Yeah, they share everything.
Which I'm like,
what you thought was going to get more of a response.
Was going to weigh in on that one. I mean, come on. Is this a common thing you do with your lady friends, Candice, when you were in high school?
I'm always looking at their asses. Yep.
You just go over, constantly. Rip the covers off of them while they were asleep.
I do wonder why she did that. Like, did she hear something, or was she, like, did she get an idea? Like, it did seem to come out of nowhere. All of a sudden, she's like, I need to look and see if my sister has a tail.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. You know.
Oh, tail talk, yes.
Yeah. Tim, you ever do that to one of your high school buddies? Just walk up when he's asleep and take a look at his ass?
No, but isn't it like a thing? Don't some people like kind of have like a tail?
Yeah, that is a real thing.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't grow to this extent, or you can like try to chop it off without feeling it, but.
Yeah, when she tries to cut it off, that's a little rough, but we'll get to that. So, she, gets a little peek at the tail. She's like, all right, that's something, I guess. Covers her back up. Then B tells Sam, look, we got to figure out what's going on with you, or what's going on with me, right? Because something happened to me. It's not my sister. It happened to me. And they decide, well, you know what? Maybe it's like an infection. Because, they had a biology class where they were talking about infections. So they gave her the idea. And he goes, well, whenever I get a piercing infection, I just switch it over to a silver piercing.
Which is true. You always, if you're going to get a piercing, it has to be silver, right?
I think stainless steel works, too.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But
sorry, it's been a long time since I had a piercing.
But yeah, he goes with silver. He goes, so why don't you take this silver earring and we'll pierce something on you real quick. Now, let's just get a look at you. No, he doesn't do that.
Oh, that reminds me of when I went and got my belly button pierced.
Oh, you see, Candice, I was almost going to say, Candice, do you have anything pierced? I was like, nah, I can't ask that. But go ahead, you threw it out there.
Yep, it was at Myrtle Beach. I was 18.
Myrtle Beach! Oh my God, I've been to Myrtle Beach.
Wearing the crop
before
tops.
You were born, yeah.
Yeah, wearing the crop tops, and I was like, I need to get my navel pierced. So I went to,
Wait, hold on. How's a goth chick like you end up wearing a crop top?
I had stopped being goth by that point.
Pierce?
I didn't wear as much black anymore. But, so the dude was like, all right, lay down, he's going to prep me. And he's like, take your shirt off if you want. And I'm like, I'm not going to take my fucking shirt off.
So you're not getting the discount, lady. Okay. And guess what? It's going to hurt a little bit more.
This guy rules.
What the fuck?
All of a sudden, all these ladies are waiting in line for this one guy. And all the ones who take their shirt off, they're not bitching and crying when they get the shot. All of a sudden, the ones who don't take their shirts off, they're like, that's just killing me.
He's like, all right, take your pants off. Put your legs up in the stirrups. We'll get that navel pierced.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, I'm just going to pull my shirt up a little bit. You'll be fine.
That guy rules.
Yeah, hats off, man. That's a good fucking move, though, right? Because I'm sorry, all right, it might not be correct anymore, but when it was going on with you, Candice, it was okay to do at that time. There was a ton of fucking stupid idiot women who took their shirts off.
Yeah, I'm sure it worked. I'm sure it did.
Wait a second. My belly button is all the way down there. It'd be weird. I mean, it's not asking me to take my panties off. So, yeah, just take my shirt off. No problem.
The next chick's like, I want to get my lip pierced. He's like, all right, take your shirt off.
Yeah.
This guy rules.
Damn. Good fucking move.
That's a good move.
That's a hero of the week. We haven't
There
done that
you
for a
go.
while.
Yeah.
Hero
of the week. The guy that tried to coerce Candice into taking her shirt off in Myrtle Beach.
We got a belly button pierced.
Hey, you know what, Candice? Hats off to you for calling him on it.
Yeah.
Ginger didn't want anything to do with this silver earring, right? But I tell you what she does want. She wants Jason's dick. So they roll out.
And boy, does she.
And, dude, when she gets Jason in the car.
But it's so funny, though, when she's like, come on, Jason, let's leave. And then Bridget knocks on the window and she goes, she's ovulating.
Oh, God,
you can hear everybody laughing.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's going to stop me as a teenage boy. Oh, wait, hold on a second. You want to have sex? I'm protected, but you're ovulating.
But you're ovulating. Well, he did want protection. She's the one who's like, no, bitch.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, yeah. Who's the guy here? And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this would be my dream fucking thing, first time, right? No, dude, just sit fucking back. Hold on.
Yeah, when he's all like, hey, lay back, Ginger, I got this. And she's like, no, throws his ass down.
Yeah, she like she's like biting him, scratching him. He looks
like,
pretty fucked up.
Oh yeah,
his lip is split.
Yeah, he's got like fucking pock marks on his face and everything. He has like the fucking plague.
He looks like he got the shit beat out of him.
He does. She's just like, lay there, don't say nothing, and fuck it up for me. He just goes to town on that D. Raw dog. So good for her. But then we do get a misdirect that, like, she ate Jason.
Yes, that's right. Yes, another clever part of this movie.
Because, she's in the bathroom throwing up blood.
Yep.
And B walks in. She's like, hey, what happened? Did you do it? No. And she's all like, dude, I killed Norman.
Well, yeah, dog. She's, like, talking about he wouldn't stop. Like, he wouldn't stop making noise, and I just couldn't handle it, and I killed him. But she doesn't say who it is that she killed at first.
Right.
And it's not until it's like, well, where is he? And then come to find out she killed the neighbor's dog. Yeah. But when she's describing it, it was great, because at first, there's another misdirect, because at first she's like, there was all this, he was squealing and squirming, and she's like, and then it was over. And she's actually talking about sex right there.
That reminded me of my first time,
yeah.
I was squealing like a pig, and before I knew it was all over.
Mm-hmm.
But when she's talking about that, you think she's talking about killing the dog, but no, that was sex. Squealing, squirming.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, so then they decide, all right, well, we're going to go for the silver belly button piercing, right? So she lays down, tapes the tail down, gets the needle, and goes to jam it through the belly button. And then this is when you see her like freaking out, like wincing with the pain, and she's got the fangs going on and everything. She's like, hold still, I'm going to fucking hold on here. Sticks it through there. That doesn't work, though.
No.
Well, I think at this point on, she has the fangs, right? They just keep getting more and more pronounced.
Yeah.
Which, is that part of puberty? I missed that in the lessons.
Fangs?
Fangs.
Most women file them down. I'm a
teenage boy. She wants to give me blowjobs. She got fangs. I'm not asking too many questions.
But she also, Ginger's like, well, now you need a piercing too. Because everything that happens to me should happen to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's starting to show how controlling she is. Mm-hmm. Overbearing.
A little bit.
Versus, that whole suicide pact thing in the beginning of the movie? Yeah, she's really showing how controlling she is.
Yeah. So then they go back to school. and they head off to go do another one of the field hockey games. And this one is a great one, man. Because Sam rolls up, first of all, and he's all like, hey, listen, we got to figure out what we're doing. And she's like, motherfucker, I'm in school. Can you leave? Like,
she's like, are you on drugs? Like, right now? I'm in class.
Have we established that this guy, he's supposed to be, he's the drug dealer of the school?
Yeah.
He's got the van, he's got the hookup and all that shit. So, and she's the outcast. She's she would be the bottom of the barrel of the outcast in the school, right?
Yeah.
So, for somebody who's, all right, he's a pot dealer, whatever, in high school, he's got some clout as being cool, something for him to be like talking to her.
The ladies love him.
A little bit of a big thing, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, well, the other one does, yeah. Oh, that's so.
Cherry Hound.
Cherry Hound. Jesus. Yeah, so they're playing a little bit of field hockey. And, what was the broad's name? Trina?
Yeah, Trina.
Yeah, she's the bitch. That's right. So this is when, by the way, we cut between this and Jason pissing blood in the bathroom. And he's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, that's the right response. Get the fuck out of there. You got to go to the hospital. You're probably dying. You got to, this is a problem.
He just has a UTI.
Yeah, that's a hell of a UTI, man.
Just got kidney stones. It's fine.
Yeah. So then, Trina, the town bitch, fucking attacks B while they're playing because, she's jealous that B is talking to Sam. Ginger gets a whiff of this. She's like, oh, territorial, runs over, beats the fuck out of Trina, man. Just starts fucking grounding, pounding her ass. Busts her nose open. Like, it's fucking great. Well, she fucking deserved it, man. That Trina,
she's a total bitch.
Fuck her. So then they're
it's that vindication when the bully finally gets their comeuppance.
Yeah, and they play the metal music when she charges at her and everything. Like, it's a good scene, man. So then they dip over to Sam's place, and this time Ginger's like, I'm going to go with you, because Sam, he wants to fuck you. That's all boys want is to fuck you. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty true.
And it's also kind of like, well, it's not your business, though, is it, Ginger?
Yeah, you're getting your shit split. Well, why can't she?
Very eloquently put.
I mean, they're your sisters, so you talk like that, right?
Yeah. So
I've always heard women are much nastier when they're talking to each other than men can ever be. So.
Oh, women can be real nasty. The conversations.
I don't want to hear it, Candice. Shut up.
The conversations I've had recently.
Don't want to think what my wife is doing right now with her girlfriends while she's out on
the things she's saying
without me sitting home doing a podcast.
Yeah, just out there talking mad shit on you, Yobo. Oh,
of course.
And man, you talk about the how territorial and controlling and shitty Ginger is. The way she is with Sam in this fucking scene, oh my God.
She's a bitch. She's so fucking unbearable. She's in his face, like touching his stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, let's smoke up. He's like, yeah, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you go mind your own fucking business? How about that? Get the fuck out.
Now, here's a little bit that I know about marijuana growing. She opened up that tent. She just fucked up the whole plant's growth cycle.
That's probably why he was pissed.
Yeah, I think he was.
I would be too, yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, oh, you just want to fuck B. He's like, yeah, actually I might, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about some monk's hood or some shit. So why don't you go wait in the car or something?
But at that point, doesn't she say that B is only 15 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah. So by the way, she's only 15. And he's like, dude, whatever.
You're only 15. She's only 15.
He's like, God damn it, this is a fucking Michael Bay movie. No, she's supposed to be 16. She's 1 year ahead of her.
Yeah, that's right.
Born, but she skipped a grade, the smart one.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So,
but yeah, and he's like, I don't think of you that way.
Yeah.
She's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, just in case there's a recorder here, I'm not thinking about you in that way at all.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't know.
This feels like Chris Hansen's going to show up at any moment, so I just want to let you know.
It says here you're going to give her the monk's hood. Now, why don't you tell us what that is?
Oh, yeah. The uncircumcised monk. Oh, that's double taboo.
So he starts talking about monk's hood, how it was used as like an antiseptic.
It's like a lesser version of wolfsbane, which is like supposed to be like completely lethal.
Yeah, wolfsbane
And
is
this-
poison, yeah.
Okay, so this one's supposed to be like wolfbane light?
Yeah.
Distilled?
Yeah, they said it was like a cousin
like
of
I'm a heroin
wolfsbane.
junkie or something like that?
But that's a real thing too. Monk's hood. Use that to, fight werewolves. That's an old tradition.
Why not just go with the wolfsbane?
Do you cook it up like heroin?
That part was new.
I'm like, oh, that's why she got the fucking lighter. Yeah.
Yeah, they get the spoon, they get the lighter, he even
But
does the little
if you're
cotton
fighting
ball.
werewolves and werewolves are a real thing, why would you not just spring for the extra like 7 or 8 pence and get the wolfsbane?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not available in your area or something.
So
like
he-
old-timey days. You can't just order it online.
No, this shit seems to be the one that's like Lisa has to be grown in spring. Wolfsbane, I've never heard that about, right?
I have no idea. Not a plant
Come
person.
on, look it up, Candice, on what's the growth cycle of wolfsbane versus whatever the fuck this thing was.
Well, yeah, because he points out that it's a perennial and it's, available in spring, which it's almost Halloween now. But he's like, oh, but I did plant
Oh, yeah.
so it's in my
they
greenhouse.
should have sprung for the wolfsbane because that's from late summer to early autumn. This takes place in
See?
October.
So I think what they're getting at with this, though, with the monk's hood, is earlier on there's a scene where they mention that there's got to be a cure for it, otherwise there'd be a lot more werewolves, right?
True,
So the
yes. I
idea-
noticed that. Yeah, that seemed to be a big point in line.
Yeah, so the idea, I think, is that they're more interested in curing her rather than just
Not
killing
killing
her
her.
outright, Tim.
But then there'd be more shit on the internet about how to cure your loved one who has this fucking Lucan disease, whatever the fuck it is.
Lucan
Lichen.
disease.
Lichen. Well, Lucan was a TV show. Chef Robbie knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Trust me. It was a TV
Yeah.
show about a boy who was raised by wolves. I'm
Lu-
not kidding you.
Oh,
I'm not kidding you. There was a TV show called Lucan.
Lucan or Lupin?
Yeah,
Lucan.
it's called-
Okay, and the whole thing was
Oh, God.
the psychiatrist who
Why did
tried
I
to
ask?
teach this wolf boy to assimilate to regular society was teaching him, was like, you can do it. And then the guy who was like raised by wolves, he misunderstood. He's like, Lucan. I'm like, that was his name. Look it up. I'm not kidding. I'm drunk, but I'm not shitting
just
you.
sounds
That
like
was a
the-
TV show.
It just sounds like the Jungle Book. Mowgli was raised by wolves.
That's true. He was raised by Baloo, too.
Baloo?
Look it up. I'm not shitting you. For real.
Okay, Tim, you know what, buddy? I'll go with it.
We'll believe you this time.
I'll believe you on this one.
What do you mean? When have I ever said some kind of crazy fucking shit and like I haven't sent you like 2 hours later after the show? Here's a link to what I was talking about.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's
Like
true.
the
See?
Atlantic City Gorilla Man.
Yeah, that-
See. Come on.
No, you're reliable, Tim. I'll put it that way. You're reliable for your
I'm a
little
reliable drunk.
your
Yes, I'm not one of those
anecdotes
boisterous drunks.
that you
yes.
bring in here. So then we cut to Trina attacking Bee later on, and then Ginger grabs her ass and drags her into the house. There's a struggle. They spill milk all over the floor. And we get a slip and crack the dome death.
Great scene. I always love a good fall
Oh,
and crack your
yeah.
fucking head on something scene, right?
Yeah, this is a good one. You got another great one, Tim, and you're going to appreciate this, was Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, her boss. That
That
was a good one.
Yeah, that's what you get for fucking the wife of my boy. No, come on, right?
Back. Oh my God. It's a fantastic one. And you know she's dead. You know she's dead
Oh yeah, there's no coming back from that shit.
because the pool of blood under her head on the ground.
Mm-hmm. The milk and the blood flow.
Yep, yep. It looks like Strawberry Quick.
Shut up.
It kind of does.
Oh man! And then I love you. You just hear the garage door, and it's like, oh crap, mom and dad are home.
Yeah, these are just teenage girls
Yeah,
who just
yeah.
accidentally killed someone.
Like shit, we got to cover this up. And I love they do the shittiest job covering it up. Oh my god!
No, I think they do a great job. I think they do. I think really how they handle this. I think
Okay.
it's really, except for like how the actual in real life time would be working out. But this is like,
Yeah.
it's like one of those movies where like a bomb was supposed to go off in 25 seconds, but it takes 13 minutes for it to actually go off.
Yeah.
Except for the time thing with the parents pulling up and all that other shit. I think they handle it pretty well.
I'll give you 50-50 on it, right? Making
I'll take those
making
odds.
the murder scene look like one of their little projects for extra credit.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Love
Looks
it.
great.
Yes.
Just slapping the girl's body in the drop-in freezer.
All right. Well, here's the other thing where I have a lot of notes is like, how cold is that freezer to make her fucking have frost on her nose within like what, maybe 15 to 20
Yeah.
minutes at most? But again, whatever. You know, it's a movie. It's visual. Okay.
We're taking some creative license here. It's fine. It's fine. It's not the best place to stuff a body immediately, but I did just I was reading about this case where this woman killed her kid and had it in a drop-in freezer in their house for like 2 years.
Jesus.
Damn.
That's some real uplifting material you were reading.
Well, I
It's
was
a fucking frostburn baby
yeah.
at that point.
Well, I was trying to figure out, like, if I killed somebody, right, and I rented a storage shed that had power, and I put a drop-in freezer in there with their body in it, and I prepaid for like 4 or 5 years.
Wow. Fucking Storage Wars, best episode ever.
So that,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. I got a dead baby here.
I mean, I could.
something similar to that happened in real life.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Because there was this episode of Deadly Women where this woman was constantly
I
having
remember that
babies
show, yeah.
and just killing them. And then she would put their bodies in like shoe boxes and put them in a storage unit. And that's how it got found out, is that she had like 17 dead babies in that storage unit.
Was it some kind of like social security scam? Something like that?
No, she for some reason, she just loved like getting pregnant. She just loved being
she
pregnant.
loved having babies, but
But then she would
was
kill
a
them.
Christian. So she still had to take care of them. That's why she didn't throw them away in the garbage dump like any normal, insane person would do.
Normal
Let's put them in
insane person.
storage.
Let's save them. Yeah, she was real fucked in the head, clearly.
Yeah, I'd say so. How did you make them not?
There really should be a show like the most, really, for real, like HBO, Max, whatever it is. Do it. The most fucked up shit found in storage lockers.
That would
Not
be
this
good.
fucking like Discovery Channel or whatever the fuck that Storage Wars show is on.
Yeah.
Like really, the most fucked up shit. Like, oh my god, there's a fucking chest full of child pornography in my grandpa's fucking storage closet.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
well,
that's pretty
That's
bad.
what I'm talking about. Yeah, for real.
Tim started
And-
at
and-
like an 11, so yeah, that's damn.
If you're gonna put dead babies in a storage closet, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, that's fair. What are you going to do, Tim? So I like the mom's all like, oh, I gotta go put the mincemeat away here. She goes in to drop it in the freezer. She's like, oh shit, I got an interference on mom. What do I do? What do I do?
And she
my
does.
God.
She says the perfect thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Mom-
this is so good. A perfect thing for this mother.
She
yes.
says, "Mom, what do guys want?"
Now, Candice, now you have a daughter. When it's your turn,
To give it the talk.
are you throwing the meat in the refrigerator continuously, like just ignoring your daughter's question? Or are you going to like sit down and talk to her? Whenever
Yeah,
I put
this
the
is a
hat on?
serious question. Yeah, this is when you're supposed to do that thing called parenting, and that's what the mom's doing. Unfortunately, these are her daughters. They just killed someone.
Yeah. Yeah, because she takes them in, sits them down, and
They get cookies and milk.
yeah.
Oh my God. I have read that. Are those milk glasses or candles? But then she drinks one, and like, I guess it must be milk.
They got milk and cookies, and it just cuts to it, and she goes, and that is what men want. All of them. They're all pretty much the same.
She's not wrong.
I mean, clearly they were sitting there for a while.
No, it would only take about like 20 seconds, I think, right, Eddie?
Yeah.
At that point, if you're talking to your teenage daughter in high school, however they're supposed to be, 15, 16 years old,
Yeah.
there's only one thing you're going to be telling your daughter. Guys only want this one thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it's going to remain that way until the day you die.
That's fair. Until they kill you.
Yeah.
Or until you become a MILF and you go on a matter and then like,
God.
oh, I just want security financially.
Yeah.
And just, you know.
No. The guys don't want that. They want the other thing, Tim. Oh, man. Because who was the comedian that had the joke that a guy would bang a broad in a milk crate behind a porno theater?
Ooh,
What?
damn, that's tough on your dick.
Yeah. Because women like comfortable things. A guy would bang you in a cardboard box.
Well, no, you said the milk crate. And I know what milk crates are because I used to work in the supermarket. That was my first job.
Yeah, you bend them
Those
over.
are those big fucking square fucking plastic things that you carry like gallons of milk in.
Yeah.
Oh, when you said
Yeah.
you meant bend him over it, I thought you meant like her ass was going to be in there, and he was
Oh.
going to poke his dick through one of the holes of the milk crate, and like her legs were going to be up.
Oh, that works too, I
Oh,
guess.
wait, did he say milk crate or MILF crate?
MILF crate. There we go.
Oh, there we
Dude,
go.
we got a show.
That's the name of our Twitch channel right now, MILF crate. Yeah.
It's a monthly subscription box.
Oh, shit. You're stuck in the milk crate. My dick is in you, but it's too big. I can't pull it out of the crate because it will cut my dick in half. There
What
you
are we
go.
going to do?
The only way out is through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. So finally, Mom wraps up on what boys want, which is a MILF crate. And they go to bury the body out back. But Rutrow drop a couple of fingers on the ground.
Chekhov's fingers, right?
Yep. So then they're like, all right, well, let's come up with a plan. Why don't we just run away? That we can fix it. Let's get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not
'Cause
going to
they're-
look suspicious at all.
Because they're dumb teenagers.
yeah,
Like
no, I know.
teenage
Yeah,
killers are always caught for a reason because they're fucking
Again, look,
stupid.
it's been yes, Candice, you're 100% right because it's been a long time since I've been a teenager. But I remember when I was a teenager, I had some stupid fucking ass ideas.
Exactly.
Hey, wait a second. Hold a second. Holy shit.
What?
Mm.
You just remembered one of your really stupid ideas?
No, I just think I still have them.
You never grew up,
Tim
Tim.
got
The
in-
boy who never
Jumping
grew
out of
up.
this podcast right now. Goodbye.
Tim got in a fight with his wife the other day, and he thought about running away.
That'll show her.
I told my wife, that's it. I'll run away. I'll take our cat, and you'll never see us again. All right, goodbye.
She was like, "Good." Just wait till the pens get here.
Well, we just had a $300 fucking vet bill, so yeah.
Man, should have been a vet, Tim. Telling you,
Oh my God! Let me tell you, the money that you can
money.
make and the pussy that you can lay down
Oh, I know.
as a vet.
Yeah.
Candice, let me tell you, for real.
You think you would have taken your shirt
You
off
have a
for
choice.
piercing?
Yeah, all right, Candice, you have a choice between marrying a fireman or a veterinarian.
Oh, a veterinarian, definitely.
Yeah.
My God, it never fails for real. It's
I got-
like catnip. It's literally catnip for pussy.
I got a veterinarian story.
I have plenty of veterinarian stories. I worked in a pet food store for how many years? Let me tell you.
All
My,
right, kids?
My dog, he had a lot of health problems, and so I'd take him to the vet, and the vet would always call me personally to see how my dog was doing. He's like, "Oh, how's that medicine working?" He's like, "Oh, if you ever need anything, here's my number." And I didn't think anything of it. And in hindsight, I'm like, vets don't usually, they usually have their receptionist call you for checkups. They don't usually call you directly.
Wait a second. I've been getting I got text messages from my female vets who I spent $8,000 on my fucking cat's ear operations on personally. So,
Well,
yeah.
so what really clinched it when I was like, I think my vet might be into me. Like, I went to another visit and I brought my boyfriend with me because he was.
Oh, then your bill went up 40%.
Because he was thinking about getting a dog, and I was like, okay, well, here's the dog experience. Here's being a dog owner. So I brought him to like see and everything. And the vet walks in, and he sees me, huge smile on his face, looks at my boyfriend, smile drops, and he goes, "Who are you?" I was like, God damn.
Again, Candice, you have really given up so much great fucking dick in your life.
I married for
real.
love.
Yes, you married for real. Your husband should really, I'm not kidding. I'm not saying this in a fucked up way. He should really feel honored and special because you could have been super rich. Like now, this is the third time you could have been married to a super rich.
Yeah, you tell him that.
Vet
you
makes
tell him how
incredible
lucky he
fucking
is.
money, man. Great fucking hours.
Yeah.
It's just like pussy, dick, whatever the fuck you want is just thrown at you constantly.
Yeah. That's a good gig, man. If I had it to do over, probably not that. I don't want.
Well, like
No
they
animal.
said that most of the doctors that you go to right now, they couldn't get to veterinarian school. You have to really be super smart.
Yeah,
I'm
because
way
I went
too
to
dumb.
NC State, and that has a veterinary school, so they had a ton of students.
Yeah.
And the shit that they had to learn and go through, like, it was intense. It was insane what they had to do.
Isn't it like, I think there's only, last I checked, there's like 3 major veterinarian schools in the whole country.
Yeah, they're very few and far between.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, because, you have to learn human anatomy versus chickens, rats, birds, cows, everything like that. So.
Yeah, it's like medical doctors just have to learn one animal. It's like vets have to learn all the animals.
But I mean, like on the plus side, how bad can you fuck up if you're a vet? You know.
I mean, yeah.
Like it's a person.
It's not like the cow's going to say, "Oh shit, it's like,
I'm stewing.
Yo, he gave me a fucking COVID vaccine. I had a heart attack the next day." Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's like just a mouse or something. You know. Sorry, your fish died. Like I don't know. Versus sorry about Grandpa. You know.
Wait, hold on, for real. Please tell me they're fish doctors. Please tell me that wasn't just a TV show. They're actual fucking fish
Who
doctors.
knows?
I'm sure there are.
Tim, there's probably somebody who'll do whatever you pay them to.
Mike Coy is acting funny.
Yeah. Oh my God. So
Right. So back to the movie.
yeah, back to the movie. So they bury her ass and drop 2 fingers on the ground.
Hmm.
So we'll see
If
how
you're gonna
that.
bury her ass, you should at least put 2 fingers in there. Also, yes.
Yeah. So then they hatch a plan. They're going to pretend that Ginger's sick at school, but they're going to pretend she's at school at home.
This great plan they've
And
had.
it falls apart in like what, 20 seconds?
Yeah, immediately. Yeah. So while she's at school, though, B runs into Jason, and he's like, "Hey, I've been looking for your sister. Little problem, bleeding out of my dick. Killed a dog. Now."
No, for real. I'm sorry. Come on, Eddie. What's your major concern at this point? Bleeding out of your dick.
Yeah, that's
It's
number
fucked up.
one.
Yeah, I love my dog. I love my cats. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I had a dog, but bleeding out of my dick is my number one concern at this point.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. So she's like, "Look, man, I don't know what to tell you. I guess you got an STD or something. I don't know. Go to the doctor." You lay with dogs, you get fleas, right?
I'm just thinking, go to your doctor in a small town.
Yeah.
He's got an SPW.
Guess what? Last night I got laid for the first time, and today I'm bleeding out of my dick.
Yeah. I killed my dog and I got a tail.
The doctor, the small town's like, I have no advice for you.
Yeah.
Go talk to your priest.
Yeah. Oh, man. They're going to call up Red Bull and drop him from the atmosphere. You got to get rid of this fucker. Oh, man. So, yeah. And as you said, the jig is up that night at fucking dinner time. Because I was just sitting around the table having dinner, and Mom's all like, so, how come your teacher called to ask if you were still sick, fucker? Why'd that happen?
Jesus Christ. It's so fucking... it's such a lame fucking excuse that they're doing. It's incredible.
Yeah, because they're teenagers. They're dumb as shit.
Yeah, true.
So, didn't really work. So Ginger storms off. She's like, God, Mom, God. Storms off. B's like, look, she's trying to cover. She's like, Mom, look. I can explain. She's not feeling well. We didn't want to tell you about it. Hey, by the way, is that Monk's hood? Where the hell did you get that? And the mom's like, yeah, I got it at the craft store. What the fuck's going on? What's this?
The dad's just sitting there silently, and the mom's like, well, you were a big help.
I appreciate this, Dad. I really, really, really
like,
do.
What?
It's like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Although the dad's a smart one because he's like, they're up to something.
Yes.
And
yes.
Yeah, she's like, and the mom's like, they just want to spend time. It's like, they're just being normal teenage girls. And he goes, but then why are they spending so much time with you?
Yeah. Oh my God. This is such, for real. This is chef's kiss on the writing. For real. Eddie, ask your wife, how good is this writing? With that point right there. She thinks that her daughters are asking her questions and all this stuff, and the mother is accepting it. Like, oh, they want to be close to me and all this stuff. But no, they're playing you because why would a teenage girl exactly? Why would they be asking you these questions? Why would they be talking to you about this? This is like a Kaiser Soze moment almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dad's pretty smart here. Yeah, he does.
Because I think at this point, this is where the mom, she goes, let me take this stupid fucking bee bonnet off my hat, whatever the fuck I have on. I'm like, oh yeah, wait a second. That makes sense.
Yeah, she looks at the venom in her eyes. She's like, you stay in your own little world because this one just confuses you. It's like they have a great marriage.
Yeah. That's not a good thing.
See, now
you say, I think, what'd she say? You stay in your own little world where it's like easier for you to understand what's going on.
Yeah. Now you know why he doesn't interject. It's a little better if he just doesn't say anything. It's not that he's stupid. It's just she doesn't want to hear it. Oh man. So yeah, then they oh God.
I sound like you're hungover today, Eddie.
No, I'm good, man. So yeah, then that's when she finds the monks.
You did go to the weed store the other day. What did you win?
Weed. It's always weed.
That stupid store, Tim. Oh my God.
No, it's not a stupid store. What are you talking about, man?
Tim,
I would suck a dick to be able to get to a store like that right now.
So
Eddie, whip your dick out.
How much is a round trip flight? It might be worth it.
You got a fucking wheel. You got a fucking thing where you spin a wheel and we're going to win some fucking kind of drug paraphernalia thing.
I go there the other day, right? Because I'm buying stuff. And so I get the wedding cake one, right? I got 2 of those.
Mm-hmm.
So
nice.
all good. But then my wife likes the cartridges. She has the little refill one, right? The little refill battery. And I have to go get some more cartridges for her, right? So I go, hey, what do you got going on for the cartridges?
Are they the pods or the cartridges? Because in New York, there's only one place that you can buy this fucking shit right now legally. Okay, so you know it's legit, and they only have the fucking round things, the 510s. I think they call.
Yeah,
them.
yeah. So she's got the pods. She's got the Stizzy ones, right?
Yeah, nice.
So I said, well, what do you got going on for those? And they're like, we don't have any sales going on those, but the 510s, ones you're talking about, Tim.
Yeah.
The round ones.
Yeah.
They go, we got a deal going on for one of these brands. You buy one, right? And you get one for $2.
Candice is just shaking her ears in misbelief.
Right?
My dog yawned too.
So I'm like, that's cool. You buy one, you get one $2. They're like, yeah, and we'll throw in a battery too. I'm like, oh, that's awesome because we don't have.
Fuck, nice.
Yeah. And he goes, not only that, but if you buy two, we'll give you the third one free. So I go, wait a minute.
God damn.
Oh, wait, hold on. These are the 510s, right? Yeah. Oh, no, hold on. Let me tell you, Eddie, because let me tell you, living in New York and buying when it was 100% illegal, those fucking 510s, you can buy them from a Chinese fucking export company, like 1,000 of them for like 10 cents a piece. So the 510 ones, for me, always a little bit suspicious because it's so easy to rip it off. The pods, like the sissy, little bit harder to rip off than there is with the actual 510s. But good.
So yeah, it's buy one, get one for $2. Buy two, get one free. So I said, okay. How much is one? Oh, like 26 or whatever. I'm like, all right, here's $28. Give me three of them. Right? Because it's buy the second one for $2 and get the third one for free, right? That's what you're saying. And the person's like, oh, yeah. And then just hands them to me.
Was he high?
Yeah, well, Candice, again, going back to our mini episode, whenever we're going to record without being
oh my God, the guy that Jesus. Yeah, the guy that gave me the spin the wheel and get the shot thing, but don't drink the whole thing, man. God.
Okay, Eddie, please, you're a smart dude, right?
No.
Go in next time. Go in 100%. Don't smoke for like 2 days.
Okay.
And go in and give them a $50 bill. And tell them that you want to break them down into smaller bills.
Okay.
So that you can buy some kind of marijuana product. Right, Candice?
Yeah, exactly. And then be like, okay, I want this, but give me my change in 10 fives and
guaranteed. Because right now, see, in New York, it's super fucking strict.
Yeah.
Okay, they're watching every fucking thing. That's why all the fucking shit that you can buy in New York, it doesn't. There right now, I cannot buy legally. I cannot buy Diesel, Kush, any name brand that you know. I cannot buy that right now in New York. It's all these other fucking different names because it's only one place that you can buy it in. And same thing with edibles. And right now, the most that you can buy in New York legally in edibles, it's 100 milligrams per package. Which, what the fuck? I had to buy 10 packages of that shit to get fucking high off.
Works for me.
Well, right now, Candice.
Yeah.
Give me time. Be on Yobo levels when I reach his age.
That's
You'll see. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, don't worry, man. There'll be more places, and as soon as there's some competition up there, it'll.
Well, I think the problem right now is right now there's 1,400 shops in Manhattan alone that you can buy shit in, but only one of them is legal. So anything that you buy in those other shops,
right, you gotta worry.
It's CBD.
At this point, you're better off sticking with your fucking dealer.
Yeah.
The guy that you've been fucking dealing with for fucking 10, 15, 20 years, at this point for me, maybe even 35 years.
Yeah.
You're better off sticking with that guy than you are going to a fucking store that's set up for, next time you go back, wait a second, the shit that I bought for you gave me fucking popcorn lungs? Oh, wait, they're not even here anymore. Now it's like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, one of those.
It's going to be popcorn chicken.
One of those fake Kentucky Fried Chickens you guys got up there.
Oh, yeah. I had one of those, yes. Kennedy Fried Chicken. Kennedy Fried Chicken.
Same
KFC.
logo. They sell like spaghetti. You're like, what the fuck?
Which is funny because if you look on the internet, there's actually a video, and you might even see my wife in it because she was awake and she saw this. There's a Kennedy Fried Chicken in Flushing, Queens, where there's a bus or some kind of truck went completely through it and blew up half the building.
Oh, god damn.
Which is right next to where we were living at the time.
Jesus.
So, yeah, look it up.
Okay, I'll have to look for that. So the next morning, B locks Ginger in the bathroom. She sneaks over with a board and kind of props it up against the door to lock her ass in there. And she sneaks over to Sam and gives him the monk's hood. And then he's all like, okay, so what are we going to do here? This is when they figured the best approach is direct injection.
Put this shit in a nug smasher, right?
Yeah, exactly, Tim. That's a good idea. Why don't you just make this tincture that they're making here and then throw it in like a vaporizer or something?
No, just take a bunch of this fucking Wolfsbane light, whatever the hell it is, put it in a sieve bag, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's I think gauge 120 is what you would want to use. Put it in a press, and then you have 100% pure whatever this shit is, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know like why. I mean, because for the liquid they use rubbing alcohol, and I'm like, can you inject that into yourself?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, Candice, because here we go with drug talk with Tim Yobo. Since I use the Volcano vaporizer, and whatever one that you use, whether you use the bags that you buy or the ones that you have to make yourself out of the turkey bags, your cap, after a while, builds up an unusual amount of resin.
Okay.
Now, Eddie, resin, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's good.
What do you do? Yeah, what do you do with that?
You get high.
Well, but how do you get that out of your Volcano vaporizer?
Well,
you have to put in alcohol.
Yeah.
And let it sit.
Evaporate.
And then you let it evaporate, and what's left over is
ash.
almost ash. Yeah.
Oh.
Candice is making
Damn.
notes.
So, you know what, Chaz? Suck my dick. You don't know shit.
Yeah, they have their little montage while they're doing that. Ginger's trying to beat the shit out of the door and get down, knock it down and get the fuck out of there. She's
the
all
claw
bloody
marks that she's leaving.
Yeah.
She needs to fucking wolf out, right?
Yeah.
She's on the cusp.
I do like the move of their tracking the moon cycle with the calendar that she got in the tampons for tracking her periods. Like,
yes, and every Catholic woman knows what we're talking about. It's called the rhythm method.
Yes. Oh man. So then Sam hands her the syringe and is like, okay, so when you do this to your sister, because I know it's for her, what you're gonna want to do is make sure. And she's like, wait a minute, you know it's for her? He's like, yeah, duh. Stupid. I know it's not for you. She's acting crazy, you idiot.
Yeah, the one who's acting really aggressive and has fangs. Maybe that's the one that's actually the werewolf.
Again, as a teenage boy, you're not paying attention to those sharp teeth. You're just like thinking, maybe.
Oh, a little later, he's thinking maybe. Oh, man. So, but then on the way back, though, B runs into Jason. And, Jason runs into B more appropriately. And she's like, hey, this is a great idea.
Yeah, he's trying to attack this little kid who's dressed up as a dog.
Yeah.
Because it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Yo, for real, this is when I really fell in love with this movie. When the kid that he's trying to kill is dressed up like a fucking dog. It is so good because at this point, pretty much all the fucking things that have been attacked have been dogs.
Right.
So it's just like incredible. It's a chef's kiss, for real.
Well, that dog was on his territory, man. He's going to pee on him and take his candy. And the kid's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, man. But I do love that. Then she's like, well, hey, wait a minute. Now I can test this cure on somebody. If it kills him, who cares? Because that guy sucks anyway. Mm-hmm. So fuck it.
Yeah, he's the one who broke up the sister's relationship, right?
Right. So she jabs him in the neck with the fucking syringe and injects him. Then I love, he pops up and he's like, I gotta go to class.
He's got a syringe sticking out of his neck.
I didn't pull this out of my fucking neck or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But I gotta go to class.
Well, it's Halloween. Maybe he's like, I'm crazy syringe in the neck guy.
Oh, is it real? For real? Is it at this point? Is it Halloween?
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Why the little boy was dressed up like a dog, too.
Again, for real. You know what? Chef's kiss of this movie. Then perfect. That makes that's even better.
Yeah.
Why else?
And any other movie, I'd be shitting on that. I would be shitting on that. What the fuck? How are you going to go to school the next day with the fucking syringe in your neck? How are you not going to know you have a fucking needle sucking your neck? But this movie, perfect sense.
Yep, Halloween. Of course, he's Syringe Neck Man. Man.
Okay, worst Halloween costume that you've ever gone as?
Worst I've ever gone as?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's a good question.
I know.
What
Sometimes I have a. We have to get to, at this point. We're like what, 2 hours in, and I actually had a good question.
Yeah, no, Tim, you have good questions. Come on. No, I didn't.
You didn't dress up much, did you?
No, I did.
Yeah, like whatever. You don't want to go last minute. What's like you had to throw this shit together. Okay, you didn't have a future notice like last minute. Go.
Oh no, I know. Okay, so the worst one when I was a little kid, and I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle, right? So my folks got this makeup for your face, right? That was glow in the dark, like green. And I used that because green wouldn't show very well in the dark, and I didn't have a mask, so we used that. And
so you're going to get hit by a car. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to get hit by a car.
Or someone's going to throw. You're going to see a bum drinking, and then he's going to see this glowing child walking down the street. He throws the bottle away.
No, I just look kind of.
Oh shit! I time traveled.
No, I just look kind of pale, like a sick Ninja Turtle. And then that night, I got home to take the fucking makeup off, and it had just wrecked my skin.
Oh no!
So it was all like beet red and fucking rashy, and yeah, that sucked.
I feel so old that your worst Halloween thing was a Ninja Turtle, and I'm thinking my thing. I have like two or three different things. But go ahead, Candice.
You were Fred Flintstone. That was your worst costume.
No. Oh my God! Hold on, for real. One time when I had the first time I had the serious money. Mm-hmm. I wanted to go as Fred Flintstone to a Halloween thing, but you could not rent that fucking leopard muumuu. Go online right now and see how much it is to buy a fucking leopard muumuu from Fred fucking Flintstone. That's just like $200, $300 fucking dollars in real money.
Damn.
Yeah, it was incredible. And the other thing I wanted to go as a tomato. But that was another thing that was like $200 or $300 fucking dollars.
Tomato? What the? Why?
Why not?
Okay, cool.
Fair.
No, but the worst thing that I ever went to was the two things that when I was a kid, I ended up having to go as a bum because we pretty much were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just like, hey, just put some dog shit on your face a little bit. Not Nate, Sir Charles, don't get your fucking pants in an uproar or anything like that. It's just a couple smudges.
It was tasteful.
And it was like your regular clothes. And the other thing I remember. My friend Mario, last minute, it got us invited to a Halloween party, and I had nothing that I could do, so I put on a fucking mask, and I went as the man 3 seconds in the past.
What?
God.
And when people would say to me, "Who are you?" Go ahead, ask me, "Who are you?"
Who are you? 1
Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. The man 3 seconds in the past.
Oh my God, that's pretty awful. That's
right.
pretty awful.
Yeah. But you know what? I still almost got laid that night, but she lived too far away to finish the deal.
And
so
you were
and
you were 3 seconds too fast.
I was going to say there's no such thing as coming too fast. Then
no, that's when I was the man that was 3 inches in the ass. Isolate that.
What about you, Candice? What's your worst?
Oh, probably vampire, because it was pretty much just like put on my regular clothes and some fake things.
Yeah,
I've done that move before.
That was the that was the hobo thing. Yes.
Yeah. That's got to be, as in my adult life, that's got to be my laziest one too. Yeah. Oh man. So anyway,
now Candice, just a quick question, and edit this out, put this in the bonus, whatever. Add this to the thing that me and Candice did. Mr. Candice, what is the craziest costume that he's gone as?
I've never seen him dress up ever.
Wow. See, respect. Okay, I like that. Nice. He's got a freaking you. That's it. He's got to be the normal one. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. He's my wrangler because he knows I'm going to get too drunk, and he's going to have to handle me.
I was just going to say this because just in case my wife ever pays at least $2, $3, whatever it is, $5 a month to join the Patreon, which is this a bonus?
No.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, this is the main.
Oh, no comment. No comment.
We'll do a bonus.
I love my wife so much. What even?
You got to quit doing that. Whenever you do that, the furniture starts levitating over here, Tim.
I love that. No, come on. It's great. Come on. It's okay. I got to show off. Nobody expects me to speak two languages.
That's fair. That is fair. Nobody, you barely speak one. So,
well, I mean, I to be fair, because at this point, you might say my Korean it might be even better than my English.
you know what? It could be. Couldn't tell you.
That could be perfect. I have no idea.
Could be, yeah. Oh man! I'll tell you what Ginger's Halloween outfit is. Slut, because she goes to the school and she's all like, "Hey boys, you coming to the?" Didn't know greenhouse parties were a thing, but okay. And then just...
dudes, come on. He's the guy with the fucking pot.
No, I know, but in the greenhouse you have the party, Tim?
Okay. Now, again, imagine before shit is legal, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Before you can walk into a store, spend a certain amount of money, and spin a fucking wheel and get free fucking drugs.
Tim,
okay?
it wasn't always
this
like
shit
that.
Is illegal.
For me.
No, yeah, but when this movie was made, it wasn't legal, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Wild West.
Yeah, in Canada, yeah.
So your best friend, and let me tell you this, for real, with personal experience, I'm not going to get too far into detail until one day when the statute of limitations might run out, your drug dealer was your best friend.
Yeah.
Or at least, if your drug dealer said, I'm having a party, you want to come? You didn't say no.
No, I get that, Tim. My point is, let's say you have a greenhouse where you're growing pot.
Yes.
You're throwing...
Well, you have a sign that says staff only.
Well, apparently he lives there, too, because he's got, like, a bed and, like, a dresser and shit.
Yeah, what is this shit? Yeah, well, how the fuck is that? How does at one point, I thought he worked for the school? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't... That whole situation is pretty sus.
But it is Canada, so... No, it might not be sus, right?
Yeah.
It might be sauce.
Sus.
Oh, man. So, yeah, she just goes, she's like, well, I got the party favors, and then flashes the boys.
And then the teacher walks up.
Teacher watches up. It's like, hey, nice tits, Ginger. By the way, come back to my office real quick.
Yes. I need a private showing.
Yeah.
What did I see exactly?
Oh, you got your navel pierced. That's nice.
Wow. Look at that.
Oh, that's right. I need to check and see if you have any kind of navel piercings. Take off your shirt.
Oh, man. But counselor doesn't get too lucky. No, she just kills his ass. Just straight up kills the counselor. B shows up, opens up the door to go, see what's going on in there. It's like, oh, shit. Closes the door. Like, okay, here's the deal. Here's our next big plan. Why don't
wait, I have written down at this point lots of nipples. Did we already go point that?
We're getting there. We're getting to where she's got extra
right,
nipples, Tim. Don't worry.
Oh, that's right. Oh, coolest mom ever. Holy shit, this fucking bitch. This mom is fucking ride or die.
Yep,
Oh, shit.
We'll get to that. So then the plan they come up with is, okay, we'll hang out in the counselor's office here, wait until the school closes, clean up, and get the fuck out of here. Okay, fair. That kind of works.
Yep.
So they wait, dip out, take a look, coast's clear. Go over, finds the janitor's little cart with all the cleaning supplies and everything.
And this, I will say this: this guy's a Korean dude, so
This poor janitor.
Pilsing a Habaji.
This poor guy.
Pilsing a Habaji.
Yeah, Pilsing a Habaji.
Pilsung Habaji.
Pilsung
Pilsung
Habaji.
Habaji.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just thought you Korean.
Yeah, whatever that means.
That's whenever I'm drunk and I say something stupid, you could say, Pilsung Habaji. Like, poor old stupid guy.
Yeah.
That's what it means. I mean, well, poor grandpa, but with me, it's poor stupid guy.
Because this poor guy just finds Ginger waiting in there, and she just kills his ass, just rips him, and starts banging his head against the fucking lockers.
Oh, yeah, God, like, she's, like, slinging him around like he's a rag doll.
Yeah, like a toy. And then B shows up, is like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, oh, he wanted to fuck you. Like,
I never liked the way that he looked at you, and whatever we say, there's a guy, Chincha, Pilsung Habaji. We've never seen any of this guy where he's been creepy on them, right?
No, he's just been a chill.
He's doing his job.
Janitor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's once again where Ginger is just way too fixated on men's interest in Bridget.
Yeah.
Like, she's really got a fixation on that.
Go ahead, Candice. Go ahead. Drop some knowledge bombs on us.
I
What's up with that?
I don't have any.
Come on!
Make something up. Tim needs it.
Well, Freud would say.
Yeah, well.
Sometimes a werewolf is just a werewolf.
You ever wonder if Freud's mom was just really fucking hot? You know what I mean? Like, what if his mom?
I mean, for let's just say, we should all be glad that we are not like Hollywood kids, like hot moms. Like, can you imagine being like, bleep this out, Eddie, so everybody can figure out who they are. Like being Sharon Stone's son,
and everybody's seen everything.
Yes,
that would be awkward.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, at least you can afford some good fucking therapy. You know? Best case scenario, man.
What kind of therapy is it, though? Is it massage therapy or what?
So, I don't know. Whatever will get the kid to shut up. I don't know. So, but this is what you're talking about, Tim, about mom being ride or die. So, discovers the counselor, you know, she's like, he was just nice to me. What the fuck are you doing? And, oh, by the way, now the counselor's turned. So now what the fuck are you going to do? Ginger's like, all right, no problem. Just punches him in the fucking guts, kills him, rips out like heart blood. And it's like, dude, this rules. This is like, she's like, this is so cool. It's like fingering your puss.
Yeah, she's like, it's like touching yourself. You know every move to make.
And like, I've never heard murder described as like fingering yourself, but I can get behind that. You know?
Well, I mean, so that could be an inside job.
Deep inside.
Come on, Ken. Don't step on my shit.
Well, they do call it the little death, right, Candice?
Oh my god! Just reminded me the closest I ever came to trying to fuck a goth chick was some bitch who wrote a fucking diary, and she told us all about her diary. It was called "Small Doses of Death," and then the next thing, do you know what that means?
Yeah.
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 So yeah, we've seen Bride of Chucky. We get it. Like, oh man. So then she's like, "Hey, I tell you what, B, I'll turn you. Then you can touch yourself like I do, right? And we can go kill people. We can run away. We can be creepy together. It'll all just be dandy." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to fucking do that. Look at you. You've got extra titty balls and dew claws. I don't want that. You're looking fucking
got a tail.
Weird. Yeah, you got a tail.
You're getting hair in really weird places, like your shoulders, your chest, your back."
Yeah.
And this, have we seen her try to shave herself, where she's digging into the fucking? Oh my god, yeah,
yeah, just digging the razor into her leg and drag. It's like what I have to do when I shave, man.
Your legs.
Oh, manscaped.com.
Yeah. That's what we need, a werewolf-themed Manscaped company. Would be good.
Can we keep showing this scene until Manscaped pays us money not to show it?
Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, then Ginger turns on her. She's like, you know what? Fuck you then. How about I go over and visit your little boy Sam then? How about that? And right about now, we cut to Mom doing some night digging. Because she discovers the 2 fingers, and first she kind of brushes it off like, it's just for their project, puts it in a Tupperware and puts it in the fridge. But then starts getting a little curious, does a little night digging, discovers the body, hops in the van, rolls out, goes over to pick up B, says, where's your sister at? Oh, she's at the party. Okay, great. And the mom says, here, I got a plan.
This is great.
Please go for it.
The mom's like, we'll just start over. She's like, we'll just put everything in the house, and then I'm going to turn on all the gas appliances, and then we'll
fuck you, libtards.
Yeah, she's like, and then it'll explode. We'll just leave, and it'll just be us 3 girls. And she's like, what about Dad? She's like, he won't be able to handle this. He's too stupid.
He's going to blame me anyway, no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, he's just going to blame me. Never mind. Let's get the fuck out of here. Fresh start. New dad.
You know, let me tell you, the mom is a real bitch, because at this point, do it while your husband's asleep, right?
Yeah.
Why are you gonna leave your husband hanging?
Yeah.
You saying she should kill him? That's like a mercy kill?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to live with the aftermath?
Yes.
Yeah.
Reverse whatever that fucking thing is, like a family annihilator, but make it a woman.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, man. So, I
am woman, hear me kill.
B's looking at her
family.
like, what the fuck? So then they drive off to the party. Ginger heads in, goes over, tries to fuck Sam, and this is where we get your extra nipples, Tim.
Oh, yeah. She, takes off her top, and it's like, oh, I don't know about that. But apparently he's pretty okay with it for a bit.
Yeah. For a minute, he's like, what the fuck?
Right.
And she's like, come on, you never,
You ever did it with a werewolf?
can't say you're not curious.
On a hot summer night.
Not curious what that feels like all up in there.
Say no to this.
What werewolf pussy feels like. And you never, you know.
Again, as a teenage guy, maybe I'm out of touch with teenagers today, but yeah, come on, I'd do it. Why not?
Tim's fucking a
For real.
demon.
Come on. Any teenager, you're let's just say we're teenager, whatever state you live in. So it's legal. But
Fucking a werewolf? I don't know what state that's legal in, Tim.
what? Let's do a werewolf. Let's do a whale bud. What state isn't illegal in? Right? No, there's no state that says it's not illegal to fuck a werewolf.
A werebud. I love it.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Sorry, yes, a werebud.
There's nothing on here that says he can't fuck that werewolf.
I mean, in dog years,
That's
we're
a good
about
point.
the same age, right? Oh shit! Hashtag dog years.
Oh God. But then she's gonna have a litter, dude. Like, you gotta go through the entire.
That's fair.
Well, I mean, what do you do with the litter? You clean that shit up.
Yeah.
You throw the puppies in a bag in the river.
Put them in a burlap sack. Yep. Chuck them in the river. There you go.
Too far.
So now Sam shoves her off, and that's right when B walks in, and B comes up with this plan. She's like, grabs the knife and cuts her hand and cuts her sister's hand and puts them together. She's like, look, now I'm infected. I got what you got.
Well, yes, because at this point, again, sorry, for the last 10 minutes of this movie, the sister's been like, I don't know who you are anymore. We're not related anymore. Yeah. We're completely different. Right? Now,
when Ginger's like, my body's been going through these changes, she's like, and I'm so different now. And she goes, we're practically not even related. And she's like implying that they should have sex.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, Candice, we might want to edit this part out, but I think what she means by that is at this point she's kind of become a woman and her sister's still a child, so you can't understand what it is that I'm talking about.
Yeah, and also
right?
she's a different creature entirely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it works on layers. That's good writing right there.
Yes, see? That's nice. Yeah. That's how all three of us could have a different interpretation.
Yeah, Candice is just incestuous, which I mean
Okay. Okay.
But it's funny, Eddie, because that's usually your thing.
That's true, yeah. It's usually
Rubbing
my
off on
go-to.
me.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
Well, just like any wolf, sometimes a wolf will rub off on you too, right?
Yeah.
They can't help it.
Oh, that had to be one of the
So now it's a good time to announce that, like Bob Barker says, spay your wolves.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna have Jason like dry humping that poor kid in the costume.
Yeah, they fucking go at it, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she goes to sneak off with her, and as they're leaving, Sam just KOs Ginger with a fucking shovel. Just dong. And she looks over at him and she's like, "Stupid. I was taking her home. I've got another dose of the stuff for the cure there, you idiot. What are you doing?"
He was like, well, how was I supposed to know that?
Yeah, he's not in the wrong at that point, right?
She's like, "Well, fuck. All right, well, load her in the back of your van." And
So, guys, when in doubt, hit a bitch in the head with a shovel.
Toss her in the back of your
see
van.
if it works out. After that, see if it works out. Yes.
That's why you have a van, right?
True.
So
shit.
They drive to the house, back into the garage. Sam's like, shit. Yeah, I forgot the back door here doesn't lock. So, a little bit of a problem.
Can't do it doggy style if the back dog is locked.
Yeah, because while they were driving, Ginger is fully transitioning into a wolf.
Yeah.
Into a werewolf.
It's pretty fucked up looking werewolf too, by the way.
Yeah, it's all, it looks diseased.
So, Tim, you're a horny teenager. You got a fully transformed werewolf.
Keeping it real? Still, I'm going to do it. Come on, for real.
Oh, Tim.
Candice, you're a woman. You don't understand. You don't understand what it is that you're willing to fuck as a teenage boy. You don't understand the shit that you're going to gloss over. Whatever. Like, look, you're my mother-in-law. You're stuck in a fucking in a microwave oven?
The werewolf gets stuck backing out of the van.
Oh.
There you go, Tim. Fair game, buddy.
That's right. Come on.
No, so he flashes a flashlight in there and she bum rushes him, charges into the house. And he's like, well, fuck. All the gear that we need to make the stuff is in the house, so we're going to have to sneak in there. Meanwhile, Bee's hand wound is healing already, so she's transitioning.
She also can't
quick.
feel her hand.
Yes, yeah,
her hand's numb.
Oh, Stranger Time.
Yes, Tim.
Yeah, Tim. I think that's what the filmmaker was getting at.
All that talk about touching yourself, she wanted to know.
Yeah. Now she's going to give herself a stranger.
She wants to know, but she wants plausible deniability.
Yeah. So it's plausible deniability.
Doesn't count that I can't feel. I'm sorry, Eddie. What?
I said plausible deniability. She's getting the dew claws going in.
That dew claw part really did crack me up.
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
See, I stepped on your joke, but I was actually smart enough to realize, wait, you made a good point. Okay.
Oh, man. So they go in to get the monk's hood, get the whole kit, go into the pantry, rig it all up, and then come up with the plan. She's like, all right, so Sam, you get the needle. You run out there. She's going to come after you. We're going to get the drop on her. We're going to inject her. And they're like, oh, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Nope. Opens the door. Sam immediately gets drug out of there.
Yes.
And
rips his whole fucking all off at this point, right?
Yeah. It just rips his shit apart, dude. And just door slams, and you just hear him being taken apart.
Yeah, and it's like so violent that it's not causing cans to be knocked off the shelves above her.
Oh my God. Yeah, and she's just like, well, I'm fucked.
Okay, for real, I thought at this point, they're showing this, because they showed the cans 2 times, right?
Yeah.
She has to get hit in the head and passed out.
Yeah. Oh, and then
if you're going to show the cans that many times falling, she has to be hit in the head and knocked out, and then she wakes up 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, whatever. And this is where the point they do the James Bond thing with like, oh, I'm a werewolf. I've been over this thing for all this time, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But why show the fucking cans falling 2-3 times without her getting hit in the head?
Tim, what if she gets knocked out, gets amnesia, forgets her sister's a werewolf?
Oh, shit. And this movie just starts at the beginning.
And she has to get her head hit again to snap out of it. Yeah. Them's the rules.
Yep. The mom would probably smack her in the head for being an idiot.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's like flashing behind her eyes.
Oh, shit. Yeah. No can falls and hits her in the head, though, Tim. Instead, she just eventually stumbles out and sees the syringe on the ground with a trail of blood. That's not suspicious. So she grabs the syringe and follows the trail of blood. And she goes...
This part kind of drags.
But
it does.
It does.
Well, I didn't even mean that.
10, 15 minutes of the movie is kind of like, I get to it. Right.
So
yeah, there's like a cat and mouse part here that it does. Yeah, this movie could be tightened up right here.
All right, well, I'll tighten it up. She ends up at the end of the little hallway area that they're constructing as part of the house, I guess. And she's dropped the syringe underneath the stairs in their basement complex. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
The basement's fucking huge.
It's massive.
Yeah, so where she loses the syringe, when she picks it up, it makes no sense. No. Almost, right?
No, it's under the stairs she loses the syringe. But then she continues going down anyway. She sees Sam bloodied and like twitching and probably turning, and Ginger Wolf. And Ginger Wolf is just kind of like motions toward her, huh? You want a little Sam?
Yeah, she's like because they always have to be together, and Ginger always has to be controlling Bridget. So she's basically like, go ahead and start acting like a wolf because this is your future.
Yep. So Bridget starts scooping up some Sam and drinking it, taking some little nibbles here and there, little chunks that fell off or whatever. And she must have ate something that didn't agree with her. Because then she just starts throwing up Sam in front of him.
Insult. God.
I know. That would...
Damn, you can't even fucking swallow me all the way.
Oh, that's why he wasn't interested in her. He knew she couldn't swallow.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, if you got that kind of gag reflex, 4 stars.
Yeah. I guess he just wasn't her type. So she throws up. She throws up. And Ginger gets pissed. She's like, and then just fucking kills his ass. And she, right as Ginger kills his ass, she bee whips around, goes over, gets the syringe. And a knife. And a knife. Yeah, she gets the knife that Ginger tried to use earlier.
Yeah, they put in the fucking drawer, yes.
Cutting her tail off with, right?
Yes.
So then we just
that's right. Yeah.
We get the final scene of the Ginger Wolf pouncing on her. She stops, and what did she do? What did she stab her with? Was it the syringe or the knife? It's the knife. So then Ginger Wolf rolls over onto the ground and plays dead. And she pats her and tells her she was a good dog.
You were a good girl.
You were a good girl.
The goodest.
The breath escapes her. She passes away. And we pan over all their mock photos of suicides and notes and all that shit.
It's very sad.
It is. Yeah. She lost a big part of her. And then she looks down at the syringe and snuggles up to the ginger wolf. And we get credits.
Yep. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Ginger Snaps.
Yeah. Ginger Snaps 2 picks up right where this leaves off, too. So,
yeah, you see like a continuation of more, well, not really more explanation, but what she has to do to not wolf out.
Right. Because, yeah.
Same people?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it turns out that cure is not so much of a cure.
It just staves it off.
Yeah. Just kind of.
It's like a prescription.
Right. Just kind of holds it back. Just controls the symptoms of werewolf.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't.
All of a sudden, all these people who like usually get the vaccine, who became werewolves, and they were okay, but all of a sudden they just started dropping dead.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Well, I think the implication of both films also is that once you turn into like the werewolf, the full creature, you don't turn human again. That is you.
Yeah.
I think that's implied. I don't think they ever come right out and say it, but that's like what's going to happen.
That makes sense.
You never turn back human again.
Makes sense. However far you were in the transformation, like you're not going to be able to roll back. You know.
Yeah, because I was like, would that cure even work? Because she's completely turned now.
Yeah.
Like, would she morph back into a human, or what exactly would happen? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember the third one really. I'd have to.
Yeah, it's pretty forgettable.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Ginger Snaps, awesome werewolf movie. Like I said, it does a lot of interesting things, you know, and I could definitely see at 15 this hitting you in like just the right spot.
Oh yeah, especially like growing up in all the horror movies that I watched, you know, were always male centric, like the slashers, the classic slashers and stuff like that. Chucky, Child's Play.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of like realistic female portrayals in those movies. So this was the first horror movie I'd watched that was like female centric, and I was just completely blown away by it.
Plus, how many times were the two chicks talking? They weren't talking about guys.
Exactly. And if they were, they're like, piece of shit. Just fuck them and leave them.
Exactly, yeah. We're talking about the dad, how stupid he is. Now they're going to blow the fucking house up and just leave him. Oh, man. So, yeah, man. Candice, thank you so much for recommending this one. Is there anything you want people to pay attention to on the internet? Well,
it seems the Grind Bin minis are coming out now. The ones that me and Tim and Matt were on, yeah. Well, not Matt. Was it Matt? Me, Tim, Matt, and Steve.
Wow, you know what? Candice, what a fuck you to Matt. Yeah, I think he was on them.
It was a while ago when we recorded it, okay?
Okay, all right. Wow, holy
so
shit.
Those are coming down the pipe hole.
Nice.
Finally. And also, I guess, keep your ears out for the high-minded. I need to get it edited. I don't know how long that's going to take.
If it ever happens, let's see. Come on, Candice.
I might just email it to Eddie and be like, you deal with this.
No, you can't do that. No, that's bullshit. Come on.
Fine. I don't know.
Take a crack at it. If you need some help, though, let me know. I'm always here.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I'm going to try.
Yeah. All right, what about you, Tim?
Yeah, listen to High Minded whenever it comes out, like 2025.
Next time, it's just going to be High Minded for me. No alcohol. Just just the weed.
Yeah, fully crazy. Just, okay.
Yeah.
So what exactly is high art?
Tim.
I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
Oh my
couldn't
God.
even tell you.
Well,
13 questions. I think she picked 13 questions. I can only remember like 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to hear some similar intellectual wankery on the bonus episodes, you can listen to me, Robbie, and Bobby talking about The Menu.
Nice.
We put that up on the
movie.
fantastic movie. We put that up on the Patreon if you want to listen to that and get access to the new and improved blood bank.
Yes.
Which,
nice.
dude.
So far. Holy shit, Eddie. Nice fucking curation too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have got, I think last I checked, is it 23 or 2,500 movies, but we are quickly adding more. We've tripled the storage capacity on it, and yeah, definitely.
Thanks to you, Patreons. Hats off.
Exactly. Thanks to you guys.
Hats off and open wallets.
Yeah, and a special thanks to Chris in Miami and Vertigo7 in the Discord for sending some hard drives over to help with that project.
Ooh, heroes.
Big time heroes, yeah. So they got permanent access to the blood bank without having to be Patreons. So hats off to them.
That's how you get in for free. Yes.
Well, for free by buying hardware, yeah, Tim.
Yeah, it's a workaround.
Yep, sure is. So you can go to patreon.com/bloodybits to get access to all of that. And other than that, just stay tuned. I'm going to be on Steve and Izzy's podcast talking about fear with Mark Wahlberg fingering a minor.
And blinding a Vietnamese guy.
No, he doesn't blind a Vietnamese guy in this one, but
I'm sorry.
That's just real life.
Real life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right. So I think that's a good place as any for us to end it. Goodbye.